It's like having two twins. One of them went through college and university, got a degree, and now has like a family with 3 kids, a big back garden, semi-detached house, is living a great life. And then the twin skipped college to become an alcoholic and is now in the back garden wearing a white hood and burning crosses. But because of that drunk, they're going, I'm burning you! Like, that's how I view the parallels between Twitch and Kick. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of Cheat Codes Aren't Cheating. I am your host, Yorkie Bother, joined by my co-host, the lovely Dark MCR. Say hello, Sam.
Hello.
And joining us today, a very special guest. You've heard his voice before. Anyone on Twitch has seen his lovely, lovely face and bandana before. Felix, give everyone a wave, say hello.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
How are we both today? Are we ready and raring to go?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm currently cheersing a monster with you.
Cheers.
I didn't have time to make coffee.
Imaginary can then.
Yeah, I'm just pretending.
Just drink your
I've got an
can,
empty bottle.
Check your can over your face. But yeah, so have you both had a chance to do your homework that I gave you?
Absolutely.
I did. Yes.
Sam did it whilst he was sleeping in till 10.
You can fuck right off.
I have opened all of the tabs on my browser, so I can at least click through them.
So I haven't really figured out a proper order to do them in, because normally I have like a flow to them, but all of these seem to be the very much separate entities. The only one I know for a fact is we're going to do the Q&A bit at the end. So we're just going to go through them in the order that I sent them both to you guys. So the first one is the fact that we've now got a release date for the Borderlands movie. And I'm not going to lie, I saw the August bit. I never saw the 2024 bit. I thought it was this year. It wasn't until I got it up on my screen pre-going live that I realised, no, it's a year away.
I mean, I'm not so upset about that. I think if it was this year, it would have been so rushed. We've had no information about it apart from who's going to be playing who. Like, you would have expected to see at least some character actors in the characters and stuff, or a trailer. To be fair,
something like that. Yeah.
When I did see the announcement, I did go online to see if I'd missed out on watching a star-studded Hollywood trailer for the movie, but
I just think it's a weird cast.
I mean, I love the actors that are in it, but I know what you mean. It's just a bit like, are you doing this for the names in the film, or are you doing this because they're actually going to be? Because I personally am really excited to see Jack Black as Claptrap. I feel like that's going to be fucking hilarious.
It's going to be amazing. I feel like, is it Kate Blanchett who's playing
Lilith? She's playing Lilith.
That's going to be amazing. I
think Jamie Lee Curtis is Tannis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, that's going to be great.
I don't like Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, Jamie Lee Curtis is awesome.
Then again, in the games, I don't particularly like Tannis, so it might work.
Okay.
It's going to work out then.
What are your guys' thoughts? Now, I think it's completely wrongly cast.
Roland.
Kevin Hart as Roland.
Shit casting.
Oh, Kevin Hart as Roland. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that one.
I look at it this way. How tall is Kate Blanchett?
She's fucking massive.
She's like, isn't she like 6 foot?
Yeah.
Hold on.
And Kevin Hart's like 2'4".
Yeah.
The whole thing is like, Roland's supposed to be quite this tall, kind of intimidating military character, and then you've got Kevin Hart, who is 4'3" and still sounds like a squeaker on a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. And it's like,
I tell you what, I would probably have cast the guy that plays M'Baku from Black Panther.
Yes.
As Roland.
Yeah.
That's his
Kevin
name
Hart.
now. I'm blanking on his name, but he's such a great actor. Is he like is it Winston Duke? I'm sure that's his name. I'm sure it's Winston Duke.
I mean, the obvious thing would have been because of old and muscular and stuff would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but
he's overused.
Give someone else a look in.
I think Dwayne Johnson would have been a good Salvador, to be fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't want to see Dwayne Johnson as Roland just because I think that doesn't quite fit for me.
No.
Mostly, yeah, it doesn't fit because like that's just not who Dwayne Johnson is really. But also, I don't think that would fit in the sense that like Roland is a black character, and Dwayne Johnson is
True.
I forgot where he's from.
He's
Samoan.
Hawaii. Is Samoan.
Yeah. So like it's not quite there, and I can see that being like a problem on online and in the community and stuff like that. So it's like
I just realized I've sat there saying that so and so playing Salvador, but then I'm like, hang on a minute, Danny Trejo's the perfect choice for someone like Salvador, in my opinion. I know he's not like as fat, but I'd love to see Danny Trejo. What annoys me though is that's one person we could have had Dwayne Johnson playing if he was in it. I've not seen a casting for anyone playing Brick. Brick's the big hench dude from the first game because you got Brick and Mordecai. Neither of them two are mentioned in it. Which I'm
just having a look now, and you've got the guy that's playing Krieg.
Is a woman. I'm pretty sure.
Florian.
All right, no, it's someone else.
He's the guy.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Krieg's the psycho. Yeah, who am I thinking of?
Oh, he's the one-handed person from Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Who the bloody hell am I thinking of? General Knox, I believe, maybe. Is it General Knox?
Commander Knox.
Yeah, General Knox, Commander Knox, whatever. That's been gender swapped in the film, which...
Oh, is that right?
I'm not... In this day and age, I couldn't give a fuck if you swap someone's gender. I just hope they've swapped it to someone who's going to give a good performance and it's not just purely because of what's between their legs.
I've just remembered a topic that I should have suggested, which kind of goes into this adaptation-y thing.
Go ahead.
Small Soldiers.
The game?
No. The animated...
There was a CG trailer that came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's for a game that's coming, if that's what you're thinking of.
I thought that it was for a fucking...
No, it's
movie.
No, there's one that dropped a while back, and it was a female character leading them. If that's one you're thinking of, because the main leader of the Gorgonites isn't in the trailer either. That's, I believe, is an announcement trailer because I think it's a games company that dropped that. I think it's a video game that's coming.
Okay, I retract my previous statement.
It's not Toy Soldiers. It's Small Soldiers. Toy Soldiers is about them kids in that school. Common misconception. There is another movie called Toy Soldiers, and it's the one that came out in the same year as Small Soldiers, except Toy Soldiers is about small people, aka kids, and Toy Soldiers, Small Soldiers is about toys. Just to mind fuck you.
Honestly though,
Both
I make
films.
I make the same mistake. I was literally sat here the other day, so we were scrolling through streaming services, and Small Soldiers came up, and then Toy Soldiers did, and I always make the fucking mistake. So it's all right, Huffle. I'll back you on this one.
But like, it's so easy to do though, because like I said, they dropped. I think they dropped either the same year or a couple of years apart. You've got Toy Soldiers, which isn't about toys, and Small Soldiers, which is about toys. Oh, thought that was good fucking marketing.
Oh no, man!
Someone hates us. Like, it's just, yeah.
I haven't seen either of them. To be fair, this is the first time I'm hearing about any of this.
Oh, Small Soldiers is fucking outstanding. You need to give that one a watch. I always remember the line, and Sam will know what I mean. When they're in that garden, it's like, "What you packing, Tiny? Packing you." And then he shoots him with the net. That is the one line that always sticks with me. The budget for Small Soldiers was 40 mil, mate. That's like a third of a Game of Thrones episode.
Shit.
That I mean, yeah. Although I don't know why, but my brain is now gone. Fantasy. Advent Child. Okay. I was kind of hoping that it was lower. I was going to say the Final Fantasy Advent Child. I hoped that was around the 40 mil mark. No, that was more.
Oh. There's another one that I never seen,
we're
actually.
Talking about Final Fantasy movies, I thought that Final Fantasy King Glaive thing or whatever they did for the release of Final Fantasy 15, fucking outstanding movie.
I have not seen it because I wanted to play the game first and I have not finished it yet.
Well, it takes place in line with the events of the game.
Yeah.
It's just it follows different people, so you can watch them in either order. It doesn't matter, but it's a great game.
Yeah, it's like, because there is a bit in the game, I think it's right before the time skip that the film happens. It like fills in some of the gaps of like what happened back home in the kingdom or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Time skip? Spoilers?
Shit, sorry.
Well, it's not like he's told everyone that Noctis becomes Batman. Something's in my ass.
My ass.
I'm
That was an
surrounded by
outstanding
muppets.
film. They have turned around though. We're going off on such a fucking tangent about loads of different movies.
Oh yeah.
But they have turned around and said actually that this reboot of the Superman stuff, I believe they've said that that's in Pattinson's universe. Which I'm excited for because Nathan Fillion is playing Green Lantern, and that brings me so much joy because
Honestly, Nathan Fillion just needs every acting role because he's just perfect.
The biggest injustice in cinema history is that they waited until Nathan Fillion was too old to play Nathan Drake to do an Uncharted movie.
No, the biggest injustice
Was making the Uncharted movie.
No, it was Nathan Fillion playing the captain in Firefly and the film Serenity. For them to cancel Firefly after the first season, do one film, yet the whole franchise is so beloved by people. I mean, it's got everyone.
I've never watched it.
Oh,
me neither, I'm sorry.
It's so good. It's basically like the Millennium Falcon stories of Han Solo and Chewie, but with like the guy that plays the resident alien.
Chewbacca.
I'm pretty sure. Just shut up. No, the TV show Resident Alien. The guy that plays the main character.
Right.
Deadpool's girlfriend.
Oh, she's
Nathan
hot.
Fillion.
Is it Marina Baccarat or something her name? She's hot.
I'm really bad with names.
She was
but
my
yes, she is.
favourite part of Gotham.
Yes.
Well, no, I tell a lie. Riddler and Penguin were my favourite part of Gotham. But she was up there. But yeah, going back to the Borderlands movie.
I was
anyway.
gonna say, do you want to do Borderlands? Yeah.
No, don't take me back.
Do we think it's going to be shit?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I think it's going to be a fun experience, but I think that we will need to look at it as its own separate unit, as its own separate sort of like movie canon, movie universe. You know, this is like a separate thing. I had the same thing come into when they released the new Tomb Raider movie, and I watched it, and I was watching it like, this is not Tomb Raider game. This is not, you know, this is not.
Vikander one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Such a shit film.
Do you know what? But like the thing is, it's like
a shit film. I don't think it was so bad.
But the issue is, it basically took the exact story of Tomb Raider. Was it 2013, 2012? The Tomb Raider reboot,
2013.
It took the exact same story as Tomb Raider 2013. Took out the cool shit, added some mediocre forward rolls, and said, "That's cinema." Who the fuck signs off on that shit?
But like, this is what I mean. Where like, it started, and I was watching it. Like, first of all, they take some of the characters, and like Jonah, for some reason, is this scrawny ass, skinny sailor in Japan, and it's like, I'm sorry, no, Jonah is this absolutely massive guy from Hawaii who is here to protect me, and I love him for
is
it.
He from?
But
is
no,
he Hawaiian?
but
I didn't know if he was.
I don't really know. I can't remember
Hawaiian's
actually.
Maori. I always get confused where Maori people are from.
I can't remember where Jonah is
New
from,
Zealand?
actually. Either way, what I was like getting on there was that yeah, it was like this is nothing like Tomb Raider movie games, but then it is a Tomb Raider movie. It's its own separate thing. They did it on their own separate canon, and they gave it a really cool twist. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it for if Felix, your hair is different color. It is. It's pink. But like, I'm not gonna spoil it if anyone wants to watch it. But like, that's what I think it's gonna happen with the Borderlands movie. It's like they're probably gonna take their own twist on it, and it's gonna be great in its own way, but it's not going to be Borderlands games, and I think a lot of people are going to get like upset about that.
I do feel like it's going to lean into the satirical side that the games do, and that's one reason I think it may work with Kevin Hart. Is I think they're going to have loads of scenes where he looks really, 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 really tall, and then people are going to meet him, and he's going to step down from like a soapbox or something.
Oh, they're definitely going to do that.
Looking
Yeah.
at someone's face, and he just steps down. It's just.
Well, I was just, you know, when we were talking about it, like how tall are the actors? I had looked it up, and Kate Blanchett is 5'8", and Kevin Hart is 5'2".
Oh,
I really
bless.
don't know. I want to see how this is gonna work.
The thing is, I reckon that the film is going to be fucking fantastic. The cast that they've got has a lot of potential. I think some of the casting choices are bad, but if you're comparing like video game to movie adaptations, what do you think of? I think of the Warcraft movie.
I didn't
Brilliant
like that.
multiplayer game, but Warcraft movie to most fans was shit. I
haven't
liked
seen
it
it, actually.
personally, but I think because it was trying to take a serious look, it wasn't trying to be funny at all.
Which I think is where Mario succeeds, because it doesn't
Yes.
take itself too seriously. I couldn't get into the Warcraft movie, but then again, I don't know anything about the world. So for me, it was just boring.
There is the problem with like I haven't seen it, but from what I heard is that the Warcraft movie does tackle things that are like very tightly directed to the story of the World of Warcraft story, you know, world, and it's like if you don't know much about it, you're not gonna know the characters. Like you're not gonna know who Sourfang is and what he did and all that shit. You know, so it's
Is that
like
the main orc dude in it?
it's one
No.
of the main orcs. Oh, in the movie, I have no idea who is in the movie. I was just picking random characters.
In the movie, it's around the time of the Dark Portal. It's a good storyline, and I think they did it very well. I mean, to the point where I now own 3 physical copies, all sealed, of the Warcraft movie, a digital version, and I bought it on YouTube.
Nice.
So I liked it that much.
I definitely want to watch it. I didn't want to because I wanted to like play a bit of World of Warcraft before I do. But there's just so much to World of Warcraft. I haven't even finished Shadowlands yet. I haven't even bought Dragonflight yet. So like I might as well just watch the movie because it's not gonna fucking ever happen.
Trying to think of what other video game movies we've got, because we've had Mario recently, we've had Mortal Kombat, which the Sonic movies, great, but again, they don't take themselves too seriously. The Mortal Kombats do take themselves a bit more seriously, but they're really cheesy, in my opinion. But I like that. It feels like watching an old school kung fu movie in places, which I think is great. I think the fact that we're getting a second one of them, awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Uncharted. Now, hear me out. Uncharted isn't a bad film. It's a bad adaptation from the game to a movie. But I do not think it is actually an inherently bad film. I actually think the film is pretty sound. Is Pixel an adaptation though?
Pixel is just
Pixel's just
here we go.
I'm fat.
3 movies to check it out there. Prince of Persia.
I liked them films.
Assassin's Creed.
I've never seen it.
I feel like they should have just ditched the modern day stuff and just stuck with the Spanish stuff.
And then the Ratchet and Clank movie.
There's a Ratchet.
There's a Ratchet and Clank movie?
No, I think I knew this existed because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it the other day, but I've never watched it.
I'm googling this right now.
Is it actually any good?
It's on Amazon Prime. It's like an hour and a half. I thought it was
Wait,
all right
Far
for
Cry
like
has a movie? That's
Yeah.
gotta be shit.
I have not played any
'Cause
Far Cry games, nor watched the movies. I don't
let's
know.
face it, the games aren't exactly good. Other than
Oh
it's
no,
the
the
gameplay that
Far
meant
Cry
Far
movie
Cry is
was
good.
really fucking good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I knew there was
I-
that little YouTube short movie thing that they made in line with 3, which was okay. But I didn't know there was an actual full-fledged movie for it. Oh,
Yeah.
Monster Hunter movie. I'm yet to watch that, but I've heard so many negatives.
You
Bro,
know
there is
what?
a Monster Hunter movie. Holy
It's
shit!
It's got
Mila
Mila
Jovovich.
yeah.
Mila
Shit.
Mila
You know what?
catches fish.
If you've never played the Monster Hunter franchise, watching the Monster Hunter movie, it is good, and it has that is a good one to bring up. Doom.
Yeah.
I've not
The
watched the Doom
movie.
movie. I've heard
The
have
Doom
not seen
movie. Best part of it was the first-person shooter aspect at the very fucking end, when it takes it from like real life people to actually,
Like the game and stuff.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like proper going down corridors and stuff. It's
I
great.
heard one of the things about Doom though is it's one of them. The movie was that shit that it became a beloved cult classic. Is that
tends to
is that
happen.
about right, Sam? I'm assuming you're the one that's seen it, so.
Mate, the Doom movie was one of the films I was watching when I came up to see you. That was one of my films that I was watching on the way back.
Was it?
Yeah. The thing is with the Doom movie, I think it was the fact of the star-studded cast. Like you had the likes of the guy in Thor. It's the guy from The Boys.
Carl Urban.
Butch.
Carl Urban.
Yeah. So you've got him, you've got Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you've got a couple of other faces. And I think it was early days of The Rock acting. But from a like video game, what the video game is to what the movie was, it was very accurate and very good. I just think they could have changed it up a little bit. They could have got better cast or whatever. And as I said, there's an ending, a last sequence before the end of the film that goes from recording to CGI video game running down corridors, and it is perfect. My favorite part of the movie.
My favorite movie based off of a video game, Tron Legacy.
Oh, yes.
I did like Tron.
I liked the first Tron. It's cheesy, it's not aged well, but I love it. Tron
Oh, yeah.
Legacy, I feel like the reason that failed so hard was because it was ahead of its time. I feel like that movie still to this day, special effects and everything, stands up so well.
I
Tron
did like
Legacy
the Tron
comes out.
Legacy.
Tron Legacy, if it was released around the time of Cyberpunk 2077,
Would have
that
nailed
would have
box
been
office.
completely different. And yeah, as Goody said, Daft Punk doing the soundtrack for
Yeah.
it in its entirety. I've still got the digital download for the soundtrack that I do listen to when I'm just trying to get in the headspace.
But it's when you look at the stuff they did with that CGI in Tron. Like the fact that you've got 2 Jeff Bridges as one of them de-aged. That de-aging tech they used then, I don't think anyone's actually managed to do de-aging to that extent and have it look that good.
Like when you look at the CG now backwards on it, it's just like, yeah, you can tell it's CG because the older technology was used, but it is like phenomenal for what it was.
Thing is, it's one of those with a really good cast, with a really good story, really good soundtrack. It was just all the pieces fit together perfectly.
It was just the wrong time. There is a new Tron in the works.
It's Felix time.
It is gay time. Sorry.
It's Jared Leto, annoyingly, but who knows? He might be one of his good ones. I can't wait for him to say it's Troning time. It's got Cameron Monaghan, which I'm excited for, and there was somebody else who was recently announced. I can't remember what it was called, There was a Tron video game that I believe Ubisoft made it as well that came out shortly after Tron Legacy. That game was fucking amazing.
I love that game. Is it on Steam? I actually had no idea it comes on Steam. I'm fucking getting it right now.
I thought it was abandonware now. I didn't realize you could still get it on Steam.
No, yeah, that's the thing.
So I think it was a part of an Ubisoft pack that I got years ago.
Shit, you're right. It is on there.
But I got it on Steam.
Wait, hold on. There is a lot of Tron games on Steam.
Is it this one, Tron Ares? Is it this project?
I think it's
got Jared Leto, yeah. Sarah Desjarins, I have no idea who she is. Apparently she's in Yellow Jackets. Cameron Monaghan, anybody else? It's just them three at the minute that have been announced. But I'm looking forward to it.
Tron Identity, which is a bit...
Is that looks a lot like a almost like a what is it called? Like a visual novel style.
Yeah, I don't think it's on there. I don't think Tron Legacy is on here.
Well, Tron Legacy is the movie, I think.
Yeah, but they made the
they made a
out
video
of that
game
movie.
I don't think it was. It was called Tron Evolution. It wasn't called Legacy.
That's right, Evolution. That's the one.
Outstanding game.
I loved it.
It was on Steam. I'm pretty sure you could probably find it on another website.
I'm pretty sure it's abandonware now, so I might go looking for it at some point.
See, it's entirely possible it's still on Steam. You just can't buy it there anymore. It's the same when they released the new Skyrim version, and like Skyrim Legendary Edition is no longer available on Steam, but you can still like get it from different website as a Steam code.
So apparently the actual developer of the game don't exist anymore, so I imagine it probably will be abandonware now.
Oh, that's a shame. Let me check whether I can... Anyway, I'll do that after the podcast. Yes. I'm not installing games right now.
We'll look into that off podcast, yeah. But while we're talking about video game adaptations, we did just talk about Assassin's Creed. That does give us our nice segue to our next topic, which is a really interesting topic, and I really want to check it out, because I imagine between that and a VR headset, it could be pretty fucking awesome. A company called OWO, or as I like to call it, OWO, is making a haptic gaming suit.
Yeah.
In to release alongside Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Okay. Now, speaking as someone that's done the VR situation and won the haptic suits and stuff, if they do it well, they can shut up and take my money. Whatever headset I have to buy, I'll buy it. Whatever haptic suit cost I have to pay, I will pay it. If Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be the VR game to make VR games amazing,
I imagine they've got to have to do some sort of VR for Mirage, because otherwise it feels pointless doing a haptic suit outside of VR. I don't know if that's just me.
See, well, you've got the same sort of thing on the PS5 controller, because the PS5 controller does have haptic feedback. So it's like, and I know that's just on your hands, but it's like sometimes, have you ever been to like, I think they're called 4D cinemas or something like that, where like the seats have like little like pins on them and shit, so that like when you watch like a an action movie and like a character gets stabbed or something, you feel it like on your back, because it shoots up like a blunt thing into your back. I think it could work in that sort of ways. It's like, even if you don't have a VR headset, you can still like do it and feel it, but obviously with a VR headset it's probably going to be much better.
Yeah.
I think from a general standpoint, the fact that a big franchise is saying, look, we're going to do a haptic suit alongside our game that's going to be coming out, it brings a lot of eyes to the VR and the haptic suit sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it could be good.
Well, it said here, haptics firm OWO's
For
Mirage
VR.
theme tie-in has been created in partnership with Ubisoft and looks something like an extremely snug short-sleeve shirt, albeit packaged alongside various bits of hardware. While wearing one, players can experience multiple different sensations that reflect those in Assassin's Creed Mirage as protagonist Basim. OWO says these sensations will include the likes of impacts and parkour, with standard version of haptic suit able to mimic 30 different sensations, including axe wounds, insect bites, severe abdominal wounds, and ball. Don't know what ball means, but apparently
Okay.
they can mimic
Cool.
it. All I'm thinking is if they do a full body freaking haptic suit, I'm getting a VR headset and I'm going and finding Pan Am.
Yorkie, I'll talk to you after. There is somewhere that we can go.
Oh,
Yes!
come on.
I'll get the dog food.
I am
That's
just looking
a
at
throwback of a
the...
joke, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
And told me to eat dog food. I fucking would.
Still would, you know. Oh.
Anyway, I am looking into the technology of OWO haptic suits right now, and it seems to be at the moment priced at around $500.
Yeah, I saw the price tag too. Yeah,
it is It is a wireless and it is rechargeable, which is like that's amazing.
That's
I love
one thing
that.
I was worried about. Because if you did want to use it with a VR setup, that's one more wired tether you'd have to manage.
Yeah, but it seems that like the OWO suit specifically is wireless and rechargeable, which will make it much better for a game like Assassin's Creed, where there's a lot of like movements and shit.
Now I know that. So the haptic shirt is obviously thinner than what a normal haptic suit for VR is going to be. I want to know if they've got like a crossover or sort of like able to use it away from Assassin's Creed
Well,
Mirage.
that's the thing.
Whether
It's an
they
expensive
open it
piece
up.
of kit limit to one game, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're going to be able to wear it like a normal shirt and stuff, and have it with your VR, like VR chat, again we'll talk about it later. Then that is going to be perfect. Like 500 quid for a haptic suit. I know a few of the other ones like started at like 500-600 quid, maybe even like the top branded ones like $1,000. But that's
Oh, you know what I'm looking at like the OWO list of range of sensations. One of them is shot with exit wound. That sounds fucking painful.
I want to try it, but
Yeah,
I just think of where does it stop? Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Upload with Robbie Amell.
yes.
I'm just thinking, yeah. So you'll know what I'm just thinking of that last, basically fingering herself in that bathtub, in what is basically an Asda bag for life suit, because it's a haptic suit, so she can have sex with a virtual boyfriend who's dead. Like, where does it stop? I mean, I know.
Well, that's the thing.
It's a weird thing, but Assassin's Creed's a perfect game for it because of stuff like the animus in the game. It's the perfect game to introduce this to more.
The animus is basically like your full dive from Sword Art Online, or the headset.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
literally.
said Sword Art Online next, yeah.
Yeah, or you're talking Ready Player One, all of those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed is the perfect game to try and bring its own haptic suit, and even if it's a haptic suit that isn't like with any VR attached, just having haptic suit gets more look or like more eyes on it. Honestly, I don't think we're going to be too far to behind like an Assassin's Creed full VR game where you've got a haptic suit, full body controls.
And you've got like a whole, just like one big room where you walk around and just that's the map and stuff.
They are bringing back some form of Assassin's Creed VR. I remember them announcing it. It's like, I don't know if any of you ever played the old Assassin's Creed multiplayer when you'd all be in a map and you'd get given a target and you had to sort of blend in with the NPCs and try and sneak around.
Yeah.
They're bringing that back, but in full VR.
That's interesting, and I want to see that happen.
It would be very interesting.
I'm looking at the sensations library, they call it, on the OWO website, and honestly, some of these are absolutely crazy. Like, yeah, one of them is just called ball, which I'm not entirely sure what's going to be. But you've got stuff like impact is like ball, darts, shots, exit wounds, severe abdominal wounds, bleeding, chest daggers, insect bites, and shit like that. On the interactions, you've got stuff like heavy lifting, push heavy objects, collisions, insect landing on your skin, and then there's like experience, and it's shit like wind, fast driving, idle, stressed, strange sensation, free fall. I really don't know how that. This is fucking crazy.
I mean, it's going to be massive.
Yeah.
And I think when you're playing a game, as I said, outside of VR, if you're playing a game and you're feeling the damage, it's going to take a whole new meaning to some of these challenge streamers and content creators that want to do like a 0 damage. If they take any damage in the game whatsoever, they restart. That would be the perfect thing, because you wouldn't be able to brush it off or hide it because you physically had an
Because
axe
you
hit
feel
you
it,
in the
yeah.
chest
Mm-hmm.
or an arrow go straight through you. You're not going to be able to like hide that, are you?
It'd be interesting to see stuff like this using, is it Pavlov? Is that the VR
Oh,
tactical
yes.
shooter?
The
That and getting shot in the shoulder and feeling it.
Well, they've already got that with a few haptic suits, but if this new haptic suit from Uwu,
Oh, yeah. From Uwu.
if the new haptic suit adds more feeling and more sensors and stuff that makes you feel properly, because the other haptic suits is kind of, from what I've seen, it's like hexagons, whereas this will be hopefully a full shirt kind of thing where it's just strips upon strips of all these sensors that make the sensations. Then if that's the case, Pavlov is going to be like, anything in VR is going to be amazing. Like you could have like cold, if there's like heat and stuff, forewarned and phasmophobia, you could have really cold things hitting you in your haptic suit. Pavlov and Ghosts of Talbot, which is the Escape from Tarkov VR game. Those two really good. If this is going to be far beyond what we've got with haptic suits already, and then you've also got like, the possibilities are fucking endless.
Haptic suit for Phasmo.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun. Now, to be fair, though, I saw a thing the other day where someone got a VR mod for Red Dead Redemption 2. And since then, I want to play Red Dead 2 in VR. Red Dead 2 VR with a haptic suit. You would never catch me playing anything else in my life. I would be in love with that.
I can't remember. I need to speak to my VR guy, but there is something out there that you can convert the controls and the movement via a program to play old school games
in VR.
Now, imagine
cool.
the old
Doom.
Silent Hill or Resident Evil.
Bro, I would shit myself.
Because Resident Evil 4 is already VR converted.
Yeah.
The full game is converted to VR. But imagine the original or the Silent Hills or something like that with this haptic suit, if it made it feel realistic. Bless you, yeah, bitch.
Thank you.
Bless you. There is not that much more information on specifically the Assassin's Creed edition of the OO suit, but if you just go to the OO website, there it is described in like excruciating details of like what the suit actually is doing. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks just phenomenal, really.
I think it's going to be a game changer.
I want that, and I want the PSVR too.
Oh god, yeah, that together, fucking yes.
Play that
Not to
new,
mention like
Horizon game.
Oh yeah, when you look at the OVO game library, like which games are available to link to their suit, it's like a lot of games actually. Like even stuff like Counter-Strike Global's Offensive. There's The Forest, which is available on the suit.
That could be interesting.
Ooh.
Half-Life Alyx, Halo Infinite, Apex Legends, Super Hot.
Super Hot would be good.
Yeah.
Super Hot would be sick.
Among Us is available as well.
I imagine that would hurt.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like that. But yeah, there's quite a lot of games that are available for the haptic suit by OVO, and
So
I feel like
from the looks of it, the haptic suit's going to be for flat mode, which means that the integration with like VR games, that could be
really easy
mega.
to do.
That's pretty good. I love that. I love that.
That because the thing is, looking at it, it's like a fucking wetsuit shirt.
Yeah.
compared to the others, which is like a vest that you put on over
you,
your
like-
clothes.
Yeah, no, this one is like
This is like proper
direct
just a
direct on
shirt.
your skin. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you could translate that to VR games, and VR games get more and more, oh my god.
Yeah, this could be an absolute game changer.
It-
And honestly, I would get it even if I didn't have a VR set and link it to my like a lot of games and just like sat on the sofa playing. I think it would just be a lot of fun,
It would
even
be
if you don't have a VR
interesting.
set.
The only thing I'll say is, imagine if like it malfunctioned in some way. You're literally going from feeling the sensations of like video game stuff to
Pain.
taking part in like electrocuting BDSM.
That's hot.
Wearing a shirt that's gonna like electrocute your nipples while you're playing.
That's a really good point. I
where
should
is
get
the
one for
where
my
is the
uncle.
buy button? Oh my god.
Put this on, uncle. Oh well.
You know. It does
Right.
come with also the thing that like if it's an actual shirt, I was worried about is it gonna fit everyone, but it seems like it comes in 9 different separate sizes as well, which is
The thing is,
something
though,
they thought about
if you're
obviously.
making something for the video game community, you've got to bear in mind a lot of the video game community are either people that obsessed with games and never leave the room so they don't eat, so they're malnourished, or the rest of us that because we can't be asked cooking because we're too busy eating, only eat takeaway, like me. So you've got to realise you're going to have people on either end of the spectrum of extremes in the gaming community. So they've got to, I feel like they've got to make quite a wide variety of sizes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you've got to have it fitting properly, haven't you? Otherwise, I imagine if you had a baggy one, I don't
It's-
think the effectiveness would work.
No, you've
Yeah,
got to
it
have
needs to
all of
be
the
skin
sensors
tight.
touching your skin. So
Mhm.
yeah, like a wetsuit would be. It has to be, but I think looking at it, the haptic suit from OO could be fucking fantastic.
It does
And
look like a
and
game changer. I'm quite surprised at how under the radar it's flying.
It's because it's not to do now. Everyone's kind of looking towards VR as being the next stage of gaming, and from the looks of the games, it's not anything to do with VR yet.
But the thing is,
yeah.
like, VR is always going to be a niche because you're always going to have them people who, like me wearing glasses, I struggle with VR sometimes because it fogs my glasses up. You get people who get motion sick really easily. I feel like VR is always going to have that niche because there's always going to be people that don't work well with it. Whereas a haptic shirt, there's anyone can put a shirt on. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. I would have thought that like VR headset would not have problems with glasses, just because I know it does, but like in my mind it's just like, I mean, can you not just, you know, something on the glasses? I don't know. I don't really know how it works, but like wouldn't it?
You can buy little additional mods, like for the Quest 2. There are additional mods to bring it out further so that your glasses don't rub up against the lenses, and have like little air vents to let it breathe in there so that they don't fog up and everything. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's
in-
cool. But like also stuff like, can you not just like adjust the
Focus.
the focus point on the actual glasses? You know, on the actual.
In theory, you could, but they only go to a certain extent. Now,
They've got, like, three different modes.
my eyes are really bad, so I can't get them to focus enough for my eyes, so I would have to put it on with my glasses on, which there's always enough room in there. It's not like it's uncomfortable. It's just because it's all confined and it gets warm in there, my glasses fog up. I used to have some anti-fog spray that I used to put on my goggles when I did airsofting, and what I had to do was had to spray on my glasses with that first, but it always left your glasses like really rocky afterwards, and it was annoying as shit.
Damn.
But it's a cool experience. I'm looking forward to seeing where they take that. I'm not going to get one yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing sort of like after this one drops and people start picking it up.
If I have 500 quid to just throw away, you know, like...
I would probably get it because of the games that you can currently play. Like, just looking at the games, like you've got Bone Lab, that's actually a VR thing. Beat Saber, that's VR as well. But the rest of it, it's like World of Warships, PUBG, Rocket League, Fortnite, League of Legends.
Is
Valorant.
Is Red Dead on
Valorant could be fucking.
No, Red Dead is not on there yet. Just
It isn't, but
That's
the thing
good.
is, you could probably find another bit of software that would translate the sensors over.
yeah,
That's-
probably.
That's the thing with like VR or anything. There's usually an app that will translate it over, so that one niche bit of equipment you've got will translate to a wider audience.
Yeah. It's just one of them things that I always instinctively say ow when I get damaged in a game anyway, just because from all my history of playing multiplayer games, it's quicker to say ow than to say I have been shot. So like, could you imagine that now? When all my parents always used to say to me as a kid, "Why are you saying ow? It's not real." And now it's like you get shot and you start going, "I'm dying." Oh, go on, be shot in the tit. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I would be interested to see though. Depending on where the shot lands, will that change where the sensation comes in? Harder, daddy.
Bad goody, get back in your box.
Yeah, you get punched in a game and you're just in your room, just, and then you hear a knock at your door. And you've got to go answer the door in your underpants and a wetsuit shirt with a hard on, going, "Sorry, I'm playing Fight Night with Mike Tyson."
Oh my god!
Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine?
I'm playing Wii Sports.
I'm just thinking, do you know that black me with a goatee, the really angry eyes?
Yeah.
What's his name? Is it like Malcolm or something?
I have no idea, but I know which one you mean.
Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking Google this now.
Hearing muffled screams and moans from like through the door. Yeah, that's gonna be us as parents or teenagers playing VR games in their rooms.
What's it? I found him. What's it? His name's Matt. It wasn't him.
Fuck it up.
Matt Daddy.
But that does lead me to, obviously it's not gonna be made in a way that it will actually hurt on your skin, right? But like, how far will it go with like when a person gets shot and it's got like a shot with an exit wound, knocking shit over? What is like the, you know, how much will you feel it, and compared to like the.
I'd imagine what they would do is probably give you like a little sharp, quick pain, almost like a zap, and then it'd probably be maybe like really hot in the area where it's happened, and then like gradual warmth around it, like the blood spreading through the clothes. Maybe that's how I imagine. But whether that's how it goes, I don't know. That's obviously I've never used one, so that's how I'd imagine it'd be.
Because obviously they can't just make a suit with like knives in it, right? So
Why not?
Oh no. The thing is, it will be electrocutions, it will be vibrations, and it will be heat pads that will, in a combination, make it feel like these things have happened. Like in the back, you'll feel it in the front, and as it will slowly cool down as the back gets hot, as it's like the arrow's just gone directly through you.
That's really cool.
But
when you said arrow go through it made me remember a random thing. This is so off topic, but I found out the other day. Do you know the dude in Skyrim who says I was an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee?
Yeah.
Turns out in medieval times, taking an arrow to the knee is actually a figure of speech. It means they settled down and had a family.
And only you only now found out.
You're telling me you guys already fucking knew this?
Yeah, since like
it's been like
2011.
10 years, mate.
Yeah.
You can all suck a dick.
I'm sorry.
I thought I told you something cool then.
Mate, the game came out in like 2010. The game came out in like 2010, and I think I knew that like 10 years ago.
You're all bastards. You could have just
we love you really, Yorkie. I'm sorry.
You could have just played along and been like, "Oh, that's cool. I never knew that," and then just look at each other and be like, "Yeah, we kind of fucking knew that."
No, do you want to know why we didn't play along? Because it's content watching you freak the fuck out about this revelation of a game that you've invested hundreds of hours.
Yeah, we do like to see you suffer. This is why we like to watching your stream. God damn it, these glasses.
Right, I think we've spoken about the haptic suit. Let's beeline to another topic, kind of within the same line, with the game developer for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Is it?
There has been the news report from leakers and everything that Ubisoft is going to be closing inactive accounts, which is also going to remove access to the purchased games on those accounts.
Well,
which is
apparently we've had an update. Looking at this now, it's been updated. Ubisoft have apparently clarified that accounts with purchases are no longer eligible for deletion because that would be illegal. But
okay. So
I'm pretty sure they've
that is good
already
news.
deleted accounts with purchases on them. So
They must have something
what
there
the
to.
fuck?
Yeah. I think the whole fact of closing inactive accounts, we've seen it on loads of different platforms. YouTube has done it loads of times, and you've seen big YouTubers go from like millions of views and they lose about 500,000 or whatever. It's normal to clear up the servers and stuff. But when I heard about the removal of access to the purchased games, I mean, I personally went through both of my Ubisoft accounts, signed into them on this laptop just to make sure that my account wasn't one of those that gets removed.
That's what made me wonder, because obviously I have a lot of not so much actual purchases on my Ubisoft because I'm a console player, so I don't really use the PC side of it. But I have got like the in-game purchases. I can't say purchases today because I've got a blocked nose, as opposed to like actual games. Because I was wondering, because I obviously buy on the Xbox store or the PlayStation store and then play them, get these in-game purchases. Because I'm not logging in on a PC, I was like, will mine count as being inactive? Like they didn't clarify anything about it.
I think from what I was researching, there was, in certain cases, if you're on older generations of console, like the Xbox One or earlier, that still had, because you could download the Ubisoft app on these consoles to sign in to get the rewards.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously got the finding your friends and everything. I think for most cases, you would be fine because it automatically connects to the Ubisoft overlay player, get a friend library.
Yeah.
But there were cases that people on other platforms could potentially, even like the Wii U and stuff like that, they would lose their Ubisoft purchases because the stores are now no longer available.
Yeah.
So they would lose their accounts, and anyone that was playing on as an offline mode as well, because you wouldn't have been seen as online.
I'm just logging into my Ubisoft account now, just in case. Actually, because I haven't logged in a while.
I'm glad that they reversed it. It's kind of like the changes that they did with Twitch recently, I believe, where they said this is how it's going to be, and then they completely changed the wording of it because it was the ad thing, wasn't it?
The advertising thing, yeah. They're like, this is how it's going to be. You can't change your minds. And everyone's like, well, we'll all fucking leave then. Like, okay, you've changed our minds. Sorry, guys. It was you that misread. It wasn't us trying to be bullshit.
Haha, psych, that was just a joke. Sorry about the guys, come back.
April Fools! It's March. April Fools!
But I think
oh man,
I understand them wanting to close down inactive accounts, but the whole fact of them saying initially that they were going to remove access to the purchased games, I think you're gearing up for a lawsuit.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game to play.
It is. And the fact is, there's loads of people out there that have bought every single Assassin's Creed game, every single Far Cry game since they started releasing, and you're threatening to remove them if people don't quickly sign in. Like, I can't remember seeing a date that they had to have been signed in by. If there was an announcement saying, by this time you have to sign in, it was kind of like...
Well, no, apparently what they were doing, they were suspending accounts, and then they'd send an email out, and then they'd say, right, you've got 30 days to log into it, and if you don't log into it, it's gone. But like my account, I'd be fucked then, because I've already lost one account which had all of my in-game purchases in, because it was linked to an old email address that I had through BT. And because we stopped paying a BT bill because we went to another internet provider, they closed my email account. Which
that is
that
dodgy
shit.
practice.
I had a Barney with that because initially my Xbox account was linked to that email too, and I remember you couldn't change. The only way you could change your email address on your accounts at a time was through an Xbox 360 for the longest time. Well, it was only fairly recently you could do it through the PC. And I remember emailing them going, look, I don't have access to my email. I need to swap it to my new email. What do I do? Like, oh, you'll need an Xbox 360. I don't have an Xbox 360. Oh, you'll need to buy an Xbox 360. You don't sell Xbox 360s anymore. That's 2 generations ago. Oh, well, you'll need to get a second-hand Xbox 360. No! I'm not spending 50 quid on a fucking Xbox 360 to change my fucking email.
Yeah, that sort of shit is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so like, because I did that, Ubisoft had a similar thing. Can't change your email that it's linked to. So I had to then make a new email. Well, I could change it, but the issue is to change it, they send an email to your old email and you need to confirm it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the issue is I don't have access to that email. That's why I'm fucking changing it.
The thing is, it's weird that Microsoft, this big corporation, works in that way. Yet, when you think about like government things in the UK or other accounts and stuff, like you need to change your mobile number or email address. You ring someone up, you speak to someone on the other end of a phone, and they'll go, yeah, we can do that for you. And it's done. So what's the difference between a government official thing, you changing it on there, compared to a corporation as big as Microsoft that could fucking handle this shit? It just baffles
Xbox,
me.
And I love you, Microsoft. I love you, Xbox. I've been with you for fucking donkey's years. You shit. Your Windows updates are shit. Your customer support is shit. Your colour scheme is shit. Bill Gates' hair was shit. Like, fuck you. And have another one. But I'm still a fucking Xbox fanboy. But then again, I've now got a PlayStation coming because I've fallen in love with that controller, and that may very well change my opinion.
The thing is, though, what you're doing is like being a hybrid person. You've got Microsoft, then you're going to have Sony and everything.
Oh, I think we've just lost Sam.
Oh no, Sam.
At the end of both worlds with it.
We lost you then, mate. Do you want to repeat that?
Hello.
There you go. Yeah, you're back now. You're back. What was that? Sorry, mate.
It's just the fact that you're getting a PlayStation. I'm sure that you will still be.
Fuck's sake.
This is such an interesting point. He's doing it on purpose now, I bet.
Yeah.
Yes, but you know, yeah.
I'm just freezing. I'm like getting halfway through a word and just like.
Funny bit is when he pretends to freeze and then it actually freezes while he's pretending, which I think is genuinely just done.
Oh my god.
It's genuinely just done it.
No, it hasn't.
Has it
No,
not?
yeah.
It's
That was
just
just really
the
still.
wobble of the camera stopped. I genuinely thought you'd faked it and then it had happened.
You know.
But yeah, no, I will
the
still
fact
go
is-
back to my Xbox. My Xbox will still be my main hub because we've got 2 of them in the house, so both me and Hub can play them. It's got the most games on it. But
I just don't like the fact that to be this hybrid gamer with both consoles, you damn near need to pay $1,000 unless you get it second hand from CEX, because an Xbox Series X is 250 quid. Or no, 270 quid at CEX.
yeah.
But
I've been quite fortunate with mine because I got an obviously 2 series. This accidentally sent me 2 Series S's instead of 1, so I paid 200 quid for 2 of them. And then
Although I'm going out and getting that new Series S 1 terabyte.
yeah, the black one.
Yeah.
See, I'm quite happy that I've got mine in white because obviously I'm now getting the PlayStation 5 as well, which is white. And now I just need an OLED switch because it's white. You know what I mean? Make it all match. But
Not to make your missus jealous, but was in CEX in the local area, and I saw the Zelda Switch in there for like 270 quid.
Oh,
And
nice.
if I had the money, I would have traded a kidney if I could. If they did like a surgery in the back, removed my kidney.
I genuinely thought you were just going to say if I could trade a kid. just go pick one up outside going, I'd like to bring this child. And then just, here you go, switch. It's one way to trade.
I mean, yeah.
But
I mean, it goes back to that old medieval times of trading like kids and animals and produce.
buying a Switch, I call upon the law of surprise.
I challenge you to. I throw my glove on the floor and I challenge you to a duel to the death.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? I do bite my thumb at you, sir. But yeah, but the Ubisoft, go back to the Ubisoft thing. I do think that Ubisoft doing this is a bit of a dangerous game, considering how disliked they've kind of, like, every single game they've released in the past couple of years has been mediocre. They've had all these sexual harassment allegations. Skull and Bones is in development hell. Avatar, Pandora, whatever the fuck it's called, has been in development hell. I'm still going to be surprised if that actually hits its deadline. Same with Star Wars.
What happened with the Pandora one?
So it's just been, because of COVID and stuff, it just kept getting set back and back and back and back and back. But the issue is, so did Skull and Bones. Now, Skull and Bones is still nowhere to be seen. Skull and Bones is going to die before it's already dead in the water. Quite aptly, considering it's a pirate game.
The initial announcement of it and everything, so hyped.
Yeah.
It's going to kill Sea of Thieves. But then nothing has really materialized since.
Well, they basically,
and Sea of Thieves just keep going and getting better.
Didn't they? The whole point of Skull and Bones initially was it was supposed to be Assassin's Creed Black Flag without the Assassin's element. So you were just supposed to play a pirate with a ship, and it was like everyone was like, "This is going to be awesome." And then beta testers went in, they were like, "It's already predominantly microtransactions in the beta, in the closed beta in the studio before it's even been released."
I think the worst thing about it was when they did the first reveal with the gameplay, they were showing like the fully customized, fully maxed out ships, and it looked incredible from like the battle scenes. But when you think, oh, that's someone that's got everything at the end game level playing it, does that mean that it's going to be a bag of fucking shite when it actually releases and you get your first ship? Are you literally going to be throwing peanuts at people that compared to like paying for all of these packs and upgrades and stuff? Because it's just bad.
It is going to be bad.
We'll see how it goes, but fucking hell,
it's going to be a mess. But going from one mess,
going from Ubisoft to another,
going from Ubisoft to another company. As we all know, recently there's been a lot of back and forth between courts and Activision Blizzard and Microsoft. Microsoft have basically already won. We've just got to get clear this thing in the UK, which is going to be a breeze.
They've got no leg to stand on now that all the other countries and stuff have turned around and said the UK are going to get bullied into it.
Oh, 100%.
The only thing that they could do is throw into the caveat of having certain terms of deals and stuff, which I think is going to lead on to what this next topic's all about.
I just love that every single country's basically has an independent state against the UK, and now Activision Blizzard are going to as well.
Oh, God.
We're going to lose another war. But yeah, so Sony have agreed to sign the 10-year Call of Duty deal with Microsoft. After a lot of back and forth, a lot of arguing, they finally agreed that it is within their best interest, 10 years on their platform, they're still going to get Call of Duty. It's a binding agreement, so Phil Spencer can't pull out of it, anything like that. I feel like it's good.
But the thing is,
Sony don't like it, but it gives them time to sort the shit out.
The thing is, Call of Duty as a franchise has been dying for a very long time, and Microsoft buying it could be the saving grace, like with the Blizzard acquisition, getting hold of World of Warcraft and Overwatch and stuff. It's all games that were really loved and beloved by people that have now been taking hit after hit after hit for bad content released.
Yeah.
Whereas the acquisition, Call of Duty could come back to its roots. Now, weirdly, it's slightly off topic. I was in a charity shop, and it's literally the fact of Call of Duty. I went in there, and there was every single Call of Duty game from my childhood. Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, all for a tenner. Now, if if Call of Duty can get back to that stage of the Call of Duty gaming, I'm more than happy with it. And the fact that Sony have now finally rolled over and accepted this deal means that every platform is going to get Call of Duty.
Well, the thing is, at this minute in time, the Call of Duty is actually the biggest it's ever been for one simple reason. The first thing Microsoft did, as soon as the deal went through in America, they switched on all of the servers for all the old Call of Duty multiplayer games. Microsoft switched them all back on. Everyone's back playing all the old games. Yeah, they did, I believe, last week. People are back playing the games.
I'll see you later, guys. Enjoy your podcast.
But yeah, so
I've got Call of Duty. I've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to reinstall on my laptop, and hopefully my VAC ban has been lifted after decades.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Microsoft that did, but all the old servers, as soon as the deal went through, a couple of days later, all the servers are back on, and now everyone's flooding back to the old games, which I think's amazing. I think it's... I'm so happy that they've done it, because like you said, the classics from when we were growing up, like I still remember fucking COD 3 was amazing. Call of Duty 2, the big red one, the little spin-off. Fucking, I still remember.
The big red one that was literally just on Xbox.
Yeah. Wait, no, Big Red 1 was on PlayStation 2 as well. I played on PlayStation 2.
It was on PlayStation 2. I wasn't a PlayStation kid when I was younger. I only had the original Xbox, and I remember that being one of the, if not the greatest Call of Duty games
I still remember,
ever.
I don't know if you remember that mission in Africa when that panzer tank is chasing you through the village and it's just crashing through building. Coolest fucking thing ever.
The thing is, though, with the deal now going through and Sony signing it, I think Sony, yes, they've signed the 10-year deal for like current and next gen Call of Duty games, but if I'm not mistaken, I think we're getting every single Call of Duty game
Coming to Game Pass.
on Game Pass.
We are, like they did with the classic
which
Dooms
includes
and stuff.
the original battle chest.
Which I'm looking forward to all of the Call of Duties coming to Game Pass, because as a child growing up, I never got to play World at War. That was one I missed, and everyone says it's the best one. So I am looking forward to being able to go back and play that. I got, because I had a Nintendo Wii at the time, I got them weird spin-off ones. So like I got Black Ops 1 and I got COD 4. Couldn't play Modern Warfare 2. I didn't have the right controls until Modern Warfare 3, so I missed out on Modern Warfare 2. I had to go back to that one. By that point, the multiplayer was just full of hackers and it was dead.
You don't know the Akimbo Model 1887s or the intervention quick scope montages.
Well, this is the thing, yeah, because by the time I actually got to play Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, it was after Modern Warfare 3 had come out, and we all know the thing is like as soon as the next one comes out, Call of Duty, they sack off giving a shit about the last servers, hackers come in, turn it into chaos. So I never got that proper Modern Warfare 2 experience, but stuff like that. So like on the Wii, we never got Call of Duty World at War. We got a spin-off of it called Call of Duty World at War Final Fronts, which was just a single player experience. And that might have been on PS2, not Wii, actually. I'm not sure. But there was a spin-off of it.
I think it was 2.
It was PS2, yeah, because the actual game came out on PS3, didn't it? And then PS2, it was like, yeah, because you've not got the new consoles, here's your sandwich filler thing. It's a bit like when they made Assassin's Creed Unity and then did Assassin's Creed Rogue for Xbox 360 and stuff. But yeah, so I had that experience. So there was, I don't think there was any multiplayer. I can't remember there being any multiplayer. There was no zombies on it. It was just a story. And fair enough, story outstanding. But seeing all my friends grow up and be like, oh, I remember World at War playing World at War Zombies. I never had that. So for me, the fact that they're going to be coming to Game Pass and now the servers are back on, fucking damn right, I'm going back and playing World at War Zombies. I'm not missing that shit for the world.
Here's the thing. On PC, you've always had the servers up, but for consoles, they were turned off because people were hosting servers. And at home, on my PC at home, I've got the old Call of Duties installed. Like I can go and play Call of Duty 4 multiplayer whenever. Yeah. I can go play World at War multiplayer whenever, and there is an active community for it. But for consoles, Modern Warfare 2, up until the point where they closed the servers, you would basically spend about 45 minutes waiting for a match with 7 or 8 people that were actually still playing the game. Whereas I think with Call of Duty, I know that it's slightly off topic from the deal being agreed by Sony, but Call of Duty coming back in that sense, you've got a contender with BattleBit.
Yeah.
Like BattleBit Remastered, which is like the Roblox Call of Duty Battlefield game.
Shitting on Battlefield 2042, innit? I've seen bits about
Oh,
it.
I have played it. I played the beta stages of it because I was lucky enough to be accepted into it. And oh my God, that game is 10 times better. For shit graphics, like Roblox graphics,
But the thing is, that's the thing,
the
because it
gameplay of it
it
is
doesn't
fucking
take much to
insane.
run it, so I keep looking at it and going, should I pick it up for my PC? I reckon it'd be a rate blast.
Honestly, anyone that is listening to the podcast live or listening to it to date, we should all get it and have one night of like a community night or something where we just play BattleBit Remastered.
You
We
can
will
tell,
have a
look at
full squad
Felix's
because
eyes,
I
he's
think you
going
can have
looking
like
for it
up
right
to.
now. You are muted, by the way,
I
Felix.
think you can have up to like.
Yeah, I know. I was
six
googling stuff.
people.
But yeah, no.
But honestly, I think it would be really good. But Sony agreeing the deal, it's about time they pulled their finger out their ass and just accepted the fact that this is actually happening, and the fact that Microsoft aren't trying to fuck them over. It's
Yeah.
the fact that the company's being bought like any company, and they just need to accept it.
Yeah. So going on from, we'll stick with the Activision Blizzard deal oriented topics. Might as well.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 engagement and player investment is declining. Activision Blizzard admits, and they're hoping that their next major update fix it. Now,
Okay.
I think it's been on decline for a while. I think this latest push mode that they added doesn't help because people are getting them game modes more than any of the others, and it's a shit game mode.
Oh, the
feel-
push to robot one. I don't like it.
Yeah. I feel like Battle Pass needs half the stuff you get in the premium feels like the stuff they could put in the free. And they need to make the Battle Pass more interesting. I feel like the new game mode, the story-based game mode, is going to help a bit. But once people have played it, I reckon all them people that have gone will come back, do it, and go again. I don't know. But I feel like it is on a decline. Definitely. I've felt it.
The thing with Overwatch and everything is when it first came out, it was very good. It was rivaling the other like 5 versus 5 or 6 versus 6 game modes. But the thing is, it's fallen into the same issue as everyone else. The updates, like major content updates, not just like nerfs and buffs to certain characters and like bug fixes. The updates have been few and far between.
Yeah.
So you've not really got anything new ever since Overwatch 1, really, except for a handful of maps, new champions, but the story mode was teased for so many years. And then at one point they said that they were completely scrapped the story mode to then recently announce that they're bringing it back. They've had too many losses, and the game has been so stagnant in comparison to other games. Like you've got Valorant that came out, which was like a 5 versus 5 objective kind of game, and people love Valorant because it was basically CS:GO meets Overwatch because of the abilities and stuff that you can use. And people would much rather play that because they're introducing new characters quicker, introducing new maps quicker, game modes. There's going to be new game modes. Overwatch has been in decline for engagement and player investment because what are they to invest in? They don't level up their characters, really. They don't. The battle pass is just a bit meh. It doesn't add any bonus or anything.
See, the problem I have with Overwatch is I really like the game. Overwatch 2 specifically. It's fun. I love playing it. I don't really have that much bad to say apart from I don't really like the push to robot, but that's whatever. I do agree with the stuff that the battle pass is a very big hit and miss, and unless you actually buy it, you tend to get like next to fuck all really with it. But like it's stuff like, you know, stickers and voice lines and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. But like, unless you buy it, you don't get stuff like skins and I don't know what that sort of stuff. But even then, I found it like the season that was before the one that's happening right now. I forgot what it's called. The one with the galactic sort of spacey theme.
Yeah.
That one had very little for me as a casual player.
But even
because
the max level battle pass thing, that skin for Sigma.
I don't play
alright,
Sigma.
But Sigma's shit. So
Well, yeah, I mean, people could argue that, but what I was gonna say is that like I personally don't play Sigma. I don't play it. So like I got like I finished the battle pass and I was like I don't really get much out of it. You know, it's like in this one, in the newest one, I am absolutely loving it because there is a Kiriko skin, and I tend to main Kiriko or Mercy depending on like how I feel like on the day. So I've got a brand new beautiful skin for Kiriko. But then again, someone who doesn't play Kiriko is like, well, I'm gonna get through to level 80 and I'm not gonna really get that much, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they changed the battle pass, and I know that it would be a big move and they'd lose out on all of the smaller packs and stuff that they can sell. But if they had just done it where the end battle pass, you got a specific skin from a specific like brand or theme for every single one of your characters, so that if you completed the battle pass at level 100, you got a junk wrap. You had a skin for each individual character. That would bring people back.
Yeah,
I think that would be better.
But I also think that the engagement and the player investment, it's because Blizzard's got this bad rap at the moment because of all the SA allegations and stuff. It dropped it dropped a lot. Then they started to push like the pride and the character, like the new character that like makes the flower up in the air. I don't know what its fucking name is.
Life Weaver.
Yeah.
Life Weaver, yeah.
They added that character in and they've got all these backstories, but they haven't really developed it further. But because of all the SA stuff, people fled from it and were like boycotting Blizzard games. Then you had a little bit of an investment back into it when they started to release a few extra updates with a few extra characters. And now you're seeing the same thing again, that it's going back down again.
Yeah.
It's kind of up and down often, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like what doesn't help for me is I feel like when Overwatch 1 first came out, all the characters I had there, you could clearly see a pattern in the characters about who was a direct counter to who, and you could play it gave you more strategies, which is why I kind of like games like Rainbow Six Siege, because it's like you have these defense characters who use electronics, but then you have these attack characters who specifically are designed to remove the electronics,
EMPs and stuff.
Yeah, you can see the direct counters in characters, but I feel with Overwatch, there's been that many reworks and all these new characters have added, and it's gone from there being direct counters in the characters to just all of the gameplay feels a bit like it's still fun, but the actual like terms of like countering certain characters feels a little bit more muddied, a little bit more of a haphazard mess, which like I said, isn't to say that the combat's not fun, because I really enjoy it. Like you've seen me when I play Orisa, I have the fucking greatest time ever, but not having them actual strategies there, and it's just being like pick my character I like and hope for the best kind of deal. It doesn't have that same draw it used, and I feel like that's the issue. And then you've got these people returning who are like, oh, I remember when I used to play this game and I used to love this character, and you go in and the skill set's completely different, and you're like, oh, why?
They changed quite a lot of stuff, didn't they? Coming from the first and the second game.
And then you've got May who just doesn't fucking change. Ever.
But May, to be fair, I was looking a bit more into May, mostly because Boyfriend started like playing a lot of May recently. And like, she, I don't know whether this is blasphemous to say, but she's kind of a lot of fun.
She's so fun to play.
She's great, and she's so cute.
She's such a dickhead to fight against.
She is a dickhead to fight against, that's right.
But I agree, she's such a laugh. I remember when I was running a few weeks back when we were all playing together, I had a great time playing May, because I just knew that everyone was probably looking at me and thinking, he's a prick.
Yeah.
Like, and that, I love that, because I am an asshole. So I love playing
the
a character that makes me look like one.
Like that with a Moira.
Yeah.
Me and Moira are like two peas in a fucking pod. I can be the highest damage, most kills on the team, or I can actually be a healer.
See, that's the thing. Like, I I have a beef with people who play Moira as a DPS because fucking heal me, please. Like, you know.
No, I
The
get.
thing is,
But
I will counter your argument there. Nowhere does it say that I am to be a healer. I am here there as a support.
Yeah, not a DPS. You're a support.
The role, yeah, but support can be taken in many ways. I mean, the team needs support, as in like doing fucking damage and killing people. So I'm adding support that way by carrying the fucking team.
To counter your support, Sam, that used to be the argument when Symmetra was a support. So to unmuddy the waters, they moved Symmetra to DPS. So take your point and shove it up your ass. You're a fucking healer. Heal.
Wow. Okay, I didn't want this to be an argument. I'm sorry.
I don't give a
But
fuck.
with Moira, the thing is, the heals that Moira do, it's not as strong as the other champions. So
Yeah,
we will go to DPS.
But you've got it's that payoff, isn't it? It's like Moira has a high damage output, so the less than how well she can heal. Mercy, it's very rare you see a warrior Mercy, but when you do, great. But if you don't, a lot of them just have the staff out the entire time, don't do any damage, but their heals are strong as fuck. So I get there is that weighing up there, but no, I'd actually give a fuck if you want to be a DPS Moira, be a DPS Moira.
Oh yeah. Like, listen, you play Moira.
The amount of times you've saved my ass by killing someone who's about to murder me, you support in it. And half of the characters now can heal themselves anyways.
Exactly. So why do you need a healer other than a Mercy? Like Mercy on the tank is all you need healer-wise.
Yeah, but the thing is like if you have a Mercy pocketing a tank and then you've got all of the other DPS dying, it's just a bit like not fun.
Then we look at when we all get together as a team though, and none of us actually need a healer because you've got Sam doing DPS Moira, and then you've got Maze playing Soldier, who whenever he heals runs and gathers us all up and heals us all at once. And he actually ends up doing more heals at the end of the game
DPS,
than Sam.
but I do chuck a healing orb to you every now and again.
We'll
and if you do scream, I need heals, I will heal you. If you tell me you need heals, I'll do it.
Yeah,
but other than that, you can fuck yourself. I'm going to be player of the game, most kills, most damage, and you can suck on it.
I just love being Orisa though, a movable wall. Just fucking so fun.
Orisa is fun. I do have a beef with Orisa's fucking spear. Not because I think it's unbalanced or anything, it's just that every time I face an Orisa, I get pinned to the wall with that fucking spear. And it's like, bro, fucking chill. Like,
See,
you know?
With Orisa, I hate Orisa for the sheer fact that as soon as I've like got my charge up for my ultimate on Moira, I usually get fucking speared out of nowhere. Like I can't even see Orisa on the fucking on the table on the map, but she's managed to spear me across the map. And literally the moment that I pressed my ult button, it's gone because she's interrupted it, and then I'm just starting again.
She's such a slow-moving character, but every single one of her cooldown, her abilities only has like a 6-second fucking cooldown. So you can literally cycle all three of them to keep yourself alive without hardly any downtime between them. And as long as you keep everyone in front of you, you're safe. And that's why I love her so much.
It is true that like Orisa is kind of an immovable wall. Like she's and especially when you do the I forgot what the ability is called, but the one where you that one as well. But she also has an ability where she becomes like more defended. It's like the shield that she gets.
Thing,
yeah. Like she just becomes like a really good person to just send in the front.
Well, that's the thing, because it fills all of your health up with shields, and then gives you damage resistance. No no overheating on your gun, and bonus damage. And it's like it only lasts a few seconds, but it does some fucking mean stuff in them couple seconds.
Yeah,
I love it. But we're going down a big hole here. About
I was going to say, considering it's 10
we
to
could
12.
talk about this. Yeah, we could talk about this for a lot longer, and we still got 2 topics left on the docket.
One last thing before we go. What do you guys think they could do to save Overwatch 2? Because personally, I think rather than releasing all these little shots, they should just, like Cyberpunk did to breathe new life in with Edge Runners, they should just throw a full-on anime at us.
they are sort of doing that with the new mini films that are coming out. But what
Yeah.
I think the game itself needs something. I think it's the battle pass that if it gets better, then you can get all of the players back.
Yeah.
Oh, gay time.
Gay time.
I reckon for me, there's a few things. The little movies, great to tease things, but they need to come out more often.
Yeah.
I think player investment, I think people having a reason to invest time that isn't just a fucking battle pass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but us gamers, we like the grind. We like it. We liked it back in Call of Duty when we were grinding XP to level up a weapon to get a specific attachment. If they had more of that wasn't just a paid for battle pass, I think that would be good. And the story mode, like having a little actual story mode in it would help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of it being you boot the game up and you hop into a match and that's it, your XP doesn't do anything for you apart from get you battle pass XP. Give us something else that we can do, sort of like if they gave us a progression for skins, the XP was transferred, like you could set like a specific skin.
Is when it used to be you leveled up and you got a free loot box. I don't think loot boxes like that were an issue because it didn't cost any money.
No, like loot boxes
come back.
Loot boxes, the only time loot boxes that I looked at and was like, that's just a scam was in Overwatch. Because like in Overwatch, it seemed like, okay, you just get a free loot box when you level up. Like that's fine. And from what I've heard, even though I played none of the Overwatch 1, from what I've heard is every time you get a loot box, you would have gotten something you haven't gotten before.
Yeah.
You never got duplicates.
Is if you got, for example, you could get duplicates, but what they used to do is if you got something that was, say, a voice line, but you already had all the voice lines for that character, you like if you get a different voice line for that character, you wouldn't get the same voice line. But if it was a voice line for that character that it pulled, and you had all of them, you would get a duplicate. But what they would do is they would give you the value of that as in-game currency instead.
Oh, great. You could just go buy a different one.
Yeah, it's like a Genshin thing. When you're doing the pulls on Genshin and you've got a duplicate character at C6, you then get the full amount of that character, like that many pulls.
In-game currency, yeah.
So
yeah.
even if you got a duplicate, you weren't coming back with nothing. And you used to get like 5 things from a loot box as well, didn't you? So it wasn't like you were just getting shit.
Yeah.
4 things, sorry.
I think that it's what Sam was saying about the progression of skins and whatever. They sort of tried to do that in the latest season with Tracer, where it's just like you get more customization of a skin the further you are in the battle pass, which I think that's a step to like something better.
So what you're saying is they took like the Fortnite with the progressive skins that you could get from battle passes there, and they added it to Tracer.
That's entirely possible. I've never played Fortnite in my entire life, so I have no idea how it works.
So we'll take your word for that one.
Long and the short of it, the way that it worked on Fortnite was you'd complete your battle pass. At the very end of the battle pass, you would get a skin. That skin, you'd then go off and do challenges to unlock certain different changes to it, whether it be upgrading it from being like a cool looking skin, but a basic skin, and adding cool armor to it, or cool lighting effects, or cool anything like that. That's what it would do. And it was that progression that kept people playing Fortnite. So I think if they added that to Overwatch,
it would be
and they had like skins, a developmental skin for specific characters on a certain theme, it'd be fucking sick, and it would get people back. But there's no encouragement to play the game anymore.
Yeah,
it's a bit like, I feel like it's gone a bit stagnant. I think they just need to introduce some new stuff. What they did in the last season was better with the battle pass and like with the maps, and with there was, I don't think actually they added new maps. But they're gonna add new maps in the next season, as far as I know.
Yeah,
and they added they added the little story bits with like the quest watch or whatever it was called. Like they added like
Tracer's girlfriend, wasn't it, who did all the like little narrative bits?
Yeah, it was very cool. Like I like this, but we need a bit more of this, and we need this to be a little better incorporated in the game. I think.
Good idea. Great foundation. Build upon it. That's basically the message
that's the thing. That's the thing.
But I think, yeah, we've said a lot about Overwatch.
Yeah, sorry. I
And
can
if your
I can go
listeners
for
can tell that we like Overwatch, we have a love-hate relationship. We hate to love it and we love to hate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so going on, this is a game that Sam's very passionate about, a game he's just mentioned as well. Some drama around Genshin Impact. Voice actors are claiming that they haven't been paid in months, like for working on Genshin. Now, there has been a response from the publishers at Genshin. They have been paying, but what they have to do is they pay the production studio that do the voice lines, and then it's down to the production studio to then pay the voice actors, and the studio have been pocketing all of the money, which is an issue, especially considering we are currently going through the writer strikes, and a lot of people are like protesting and striking, and now you've got this shit on top of it of people not being paid. That's a bit naughty, don't you think?
Yeah, it's this is like an ongoing issue with not just there. This is like an ongoing issue with like now that a lot of things are coming to surface about a lot of companies, you find a lot of people pocketing money or doing something they shouldn't in like legal fees and like tax evasion and all sorts of bullshit basically. And it's just kind of like I personally started to lose track of everything that was happening about that. And yeah, it's a shit thing. It's horrible. Yeah.
It's not nice. It's not right. I know there's not much we can say about it, but it is one that I did want to bring, obviously, to like. So
The thing is, though,
you go first. Sorry, mate.
Sorry. Because it's like a broader thing, the fact that it's not just Genshin Impact voice actors that are getting affected by all of these underpayments or strikes or whatever. The worst thing is, a lot of these big corporations have got so much leeway when it comes to it with contracts and everything. And they've been used because they've been the top of their game forever. The thing is, though, they're money grabbing stock payers, like shareholder payers. Like the voice actors, the fact is with Genshin Impact and the fact that Hoyoverse need to turn around and actually sort their shit out with it, is the voice actors make the game. I'm sorry, but the gameplay and everything like that doesn't make
basic,
it.
Yeah.
Genshin is the whole love of Genshin is the fact that it is a fully voiced, story-driven game. Now, if your voice actors aren't getting paid, they need to take the step and they need to sort it out. Whether they start paying for these voice actors themselves, creating internal department.
Yeah, it's true that like the Genshin is it's a pretty game, but like its gameplay and everything, it's not different from like it's not groundbreaking of a game.
But this is it, like you guys are saying though, it is the voice actors that make it. Because let's face it, if it wasn't a voice acting game, it was just read text boxes and you chucked, I don't know, like an ad in there every half an hour, it'd just feel like any other generic mobile game.
Yeah.
But it's the post-production voice acting and stuff like that. That's the stuff that brings people in. Like, I don't play it personally, but I know enough people that do to know that it's got to be a semi-decent game. Well, you, Mandy, Huffle...
I've invested too much time into it. I've got too many multiple accounts with it now.
I've played a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not that far into it.
I'm currently 6 accounts deep with 2 in each region. And the thing is, I love the game so fucking much. And the fact is, the voice actors, they are perfect. They have perfectly voiced these characters and brought the essence of that character to life. And not just with Genshin Impact. If people aren't getting paid for their work or there's strikes because the writers for these things aren't getting paid, they seriously need to pull it out. They need to start investing again. Because let's be honest, gaming is the biggest
media industry at the minute. Yeah.
So pay the people what they deserve so that they can keep releasing the stuff that people love. And stop. The thing is, these big corporations, they don't make the money to pay the company to upgrade the company. They pay it to the shareholders.
Yeah.
So they need to like stop fucking doing that. New companies need to come out of the woodwork.
I
Or
think the
be
main,
formed like
the main issue with what's
it's a
happened,
little bit
though-
off topic.
No, but yeah.
But yeah, the main issue that has happened though is the fact that a lot of places are just being given half a story. It's just, oh, the actors haven't been paid. Like this one, you look at this, it just says Genshin Impact voice actors claim they haven't been paid for months. Paymon V8, Karina Botka among them. Nowhere on there does it tell you that the company is paying. It's the recording studio that they are giving the money to pay the voice actors that aren't giving them the money. So a lot of people just read that tagline and think, Hoyoverse, bastards, which Hoyoverse haven't done anything wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're probably not perfect.
No.
I don't know anything about them behind the scenes, but in the grand scheme of things, Hoyoverse have done their part and the voice actors have done their part. It's the middleman who's being a cunt. But
That's the thing, there's too many middlemen.
Yeah, and I do agree there is too many middlemen, but if that's the agreement that's been made and that's the contract that's signed, that every party should stick to it. The voice actors have stuck to it, Hoyoverse have stuck to it, the recording company should stick to it, but they're not. But a lot of people will just jump on Hoyoverse.
The thing is, you look at companies that have an internal voice acting department.
Yeah.
And then you look at the other side, which is third parties, like a company hiring another company to acquire the voice acting and stuff. I'm going to say it, Warcraft. Warcraft have an internal voice acting department. All the people go straight to the Blizzard HQ and record in there, and they've been people that have been found to fit the role perfectly. And apart from like strikes with the writers and stuff, have any of you guys heard of Blizzard not paying their voice actors?
No.
No, not really. That never was a...
No. Because there's no middleman.
Yeah.
They're getting paid directly from these other companies. And I know that it is shit to turn around and say, well, cut the middleman out, and it would have an impact on the people working for that company. But fucking cut the middleman out.
Yeah,
Get an
sometimes you gotta.
internal company.
Yeah.
You don't even need to have... You could literally get yourself an agent, or you could do it yourself. There are people on Fiverr. There's people that work from home doing all these voice actors. You don't have to go into a fucking studio to do it these days.
Yeah.
You can get studio quality at home. So cut the middleman out that is taking these big percentages, pay more to the voice actors so that they're more enticed to come back into these projects and these games and these movies and these things. And then they can give us more stuff that we love.
Yeah. I think,
not just with Genshin, but for everything.
I think the main thing for Genshin could be that we don't know the internal workings of the company, but I imagine what they'll have probably done is sign a contract at the start when Genshin was there. Don't know how long of a contract it was. It might have been for so many years of it working with this company that's not paying these voice actors, and they might be legally obligated to stick with them. Because at the time, I doubt Hoyoverse was as big of a company as it is now, because Genshin was the first thing I'd heard about them. But whereas now they've got this standing and this amount of money that I feel like potentially, if there is a contract in place, that then the company, the voice acting studios, obviously breached that. So who knows? Maybe with the money they've got now, they may be able to get out of a contract that's outstanding and get their own internal workings and move on from there, which would be nice to see. But like I said, I don't know the internal workings. I don't know if there are any contracts like that or what. I could be chatting out of my arse. I probably am. But that's how I imagine it would have been arranged was, all right, we don't have the money or facilities for this, so we're going to sign a contract with you. You're going to do our voice acting for us. At the profits, you get this percentage. Then you pay. Then we're going to give you this percentage as well for you to then pay onto the voice actor since you're in their area and you're managing them. Saves us some money. Gets you guys some money. Everyone's happy. Let's go. And then obviously as Genshin's got bigger and bigger and bigger and the fan base has gone into the millions and they've earned more money, that necessity is no longer a necessity and it's just there because of an outstanding contract. That's how I imagine the business framework probably would have been lined out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
you don't know,
a lot of these contracts, they were made years ago.
Yeah,
And the fact is, they would have signed it for a 10-year contract.
most likely.
And it's difficult to get out of them unless the other party is breaching it. Or
Which
you
they
then
are
have to
now.
pay them a big amount of fucking money
To buy them out the
to
contract.
buy that contract out. So you kind of bite yourself in the foot, which is why I think places like Blizzard that have got their internal voice acting department where they get the voice actors in to do it all. Companies like that, you don't hear about that issue because there's no middleman that's not paying them or paying them a lot less than what they were doing and taking the money. So for Genshin and other games like that, do what Blizzard do if you've got the ability to, because your games are fucking beloved by millions out there. And I say games because it's not just Genshin Impact. The voice actors are also the voice actors for Honkai Starverse or Star Rail.
True, yeah.
So you've got two games that I know are making lots of fucking money because people love
pay
them.
your voice actors.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's
cut the
literally
middleman
that,
out, buy the contract out, pay, and then get them to do the voice acting because they probably do it at home anyway in their own little recording studios. They just send that stuff over to the agency or whatever, and that agency then send it over. Just do it all in house, cut costs, then have more money to invest in the voice actors or the development of the game. And I think that needs to be taken from a lot of fucking game developers.
Yeah.
Stop with the stockholders and third parties and start bringing everything back in house because everything has been in decline ever since. Let's be honest, Call of Duty. The fact that it's no longer in house, Infinity Ward passed it over to someone who then passed it over to someone else. It's like third party.
You've got like Raven are doing it or something. You've got like Raven, Sledgehammer,
Ravenforge or Ravensoft or something.
Yeah, Ravensoft,
they're now doing it.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
and
it's all people that it's all third parties. It's the title of the game, but it's all made and everything through third parties.
Yeah,
yeah,
and they need to bring it back in house. That's probably why EA and Ubisoft and everything are going downhill because all of their games are like by little studios all around the place.
Yeah.
But I will throw my microphone to the floor. That's me done with the Genshin thing because I will talk about it for hours and hours and hours and hours.
No, it's fine, man. Yeah, I mean, you're the one who played the most of it out of three of us, so like it makes sense that you've got opinions on it.
I just love the fucking story, man. The story.
Honestly, no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Like, I really want to get more into the. I wanted to have it as a buffer game in between Legend of Zelda and the next game, but Baldur's Gate's coming out in like 4 days, so like, never mind. That's sorted.
I'm so hyped for that game, man. PS5 release next month.
I've never played.
Can't wait.
I've never played a Baldur's Gate. I don't really know what it is.
Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 haven't aged well, but 3 looks
no, they haven't.
Outstanding.
If you look, Sam, if you look into the chat in our call right now,
I can see your dark elf,
that's his character,
blondie, like blue-haired.
Yeah, that's my character in Baldur's Gate, and it's just fucking phenomenal. But Baldur's Gate is a D&D game. It's D&D, but video game.
Okay, and they have to give that a go because I've never had D&D.
Is that PlayStation, in order to try and compete with Xbox, have shifted the release of Baldur's Gate on their platform to the 6th of September, the same day Starfield drops. Fuming.
God, yeah.
Fuck you!
And then you give both of them in, like, bro, you are working, you've got a child, and 2 games to play? Fucking impossible, like...
I know. Piss take. I'm so fuming.
I genuinely think that if that's the case, then Yorkie should just jack his job in and go full-time content creator.
Oh, mate, if I made enough money off it to sustain myself, I fucking would in a heartbeat.
Honestly. That's one of the things that I was thinking as well. If streaming would be making enough money for me, like, fuck going to work. I would just do that, like, you know?
The thing is, a lot of streamers that make it their full-time profession, they're doing other things on the side, like voice acting.
Yeah.
Or... assisting with game development and stuff like that. So with both of you, Yorkie's got the whole, he could definitely be a voice actor.
I would love to do voice acting.
And then
yeah.
And then Felix, you've got that charisma that you could, and like that voice that you could also do voice acting and everything like that.
I would love to do voice acting.
Felix for
it's just
Genshin
getting
Impact
into it.
2.
Oh, honestly, if I don't play Genshin Impact that much, but if there was like, oh, we're looking for a person that your voice would like fit perfectly for Genshin's, like fucking, I'll do it. I'll play the whole game like today, just so I know what's going on. Fucking hire me, let's go.
I'd love to do voice acting though. I reckon
We'll,
it's
we'll
so
talk
fun.
about it after stream because
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're going off on a tangent again, aren't we?
yeah.
So
Right,
there's
final
only
topic,
one more
and
topic. I have got some Q&As on my phone, Q&A answers on my phone that I can pick up as well.
Nice.
People's opinions on Kick. What do we think? Do we think it's going to overtake Twitch? Do we think it's a healthy environment? What are we thinking? Chat, if you want to get in on this, please feel free to drop your answers in there. I
will let you guys go first because I'm about to go fucking off.
Do you want to answer, Felix, while I get some answers up on off Twitter
Yeah,
and stuff?
sure. I have also like responded to your
You
Q&A
have?
on
Threads, I
on
think,
Threads. Yeah. But I'm just gonna like reiterate that basically. I heard a lot of horror stories about Kick. I heard a lot of like, oh, unregulated content, oh, like no TNCs and all that shit. And it's just kind of like, okay, this is a lot of horror stories, and like I haven't really looked into it that much, so I don't know how much of that is true. I also heard that a lot of people are having like better time with it than they're having with Twitch. So it's like, I think it's worth trying. I think it's worth looking into. I don't think it's gonna overtake Twitch because Twitch is like kind of shitting themselves right now about people leaving. So I feel like the Twitch is gonna try and keep people in. But I don't know. I'm just kind of like, because when first Kick came out as a to the surface sort of a thing, like, oh look, we're a streaming place and you can have like a better time here than you do in your whatever, blah blah blah. First thing that came to my mind, I kid you not, was, do you know the Kick messaging services?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
God,
I was like,
used
no.
to use that to sex so much as a teenager.
Right.
I used to use it to speak to my current partner back 10, 11 years ago. We used Kick.
And it's just kind of like, bro, there is no fucking way that Kick, the sexting app, is doing live streaming.
That's
now,
what
you know?
When I was a teenager, that's all it was used for sexting. When I was 17, sexting, that's all it fucking was.
Bro, yeah, absolutely. But it's just, and then I looked a bit more into it, and it's just like, because it was also the same kind of colors, like
it is the same colors.
Both of them are the same color scheme, the same sort of feel to it, and it's like, this is weird. But I have looked into just kind of like the layout of it. It is pretty much like
green Twitch.
It's just green Twitch, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, and I know that their terms and conditions is different, and they're like they have like a different sort of way of payout. I think I'm not entirely sure how that works. I haven't looked into that one either. But I heard people going like, oh, Twitch is shit now because they are changing the terms and conditions and it's all against the streamers, and Kick is not doing that, so people are moving to Kick. But again, I don't really know how much of a truth any of that really is.
The thing is, though, it's one of them questions, are people looking at the positives of Kick there like that because they feel that they've been done the wrong way by Twitch, so out of anger, they're looking for what they believe to be a better option. It only looks better because they're pissed off at Twitch.
Well,
like,
yeah, that's
once
another thing.
Once all the hot air clears and everyone stopped measuring dicks,
so
if we look at it, is it actually better? Probably not. It might be on par, maybe, I don't know, but like
so
my main issue, and this Huffle's issue as well, is the mobile app is scuffed. There's no settings options on the mobile app.
Oh, I don't even have the mobile app.
The thing is, and I think from what I've read and everything, Kick initially, so Kick is, it's run by, or the CEO of Kick is someone completely different, but it's run by streamers. But these are the streamers that were on Twitch before, on the gambling sites and everything, encouraging like stake.com.net, whatever it's bloody called. And the biggest issue with that is the fact that it was used as a gambling streaming website. Then they were like, oh, we're pissed off with Twitch, we're just going to try and screw them over. So they were enticing people. There's no exclusivity clause with it. So XQC, he signed a massive multi-million-dollar contract with Kick I think it was like 100 million to buy him to send over to Kick. He streamed on Twitch more than he streamed on Kick.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
They've recently tweeted out or announced that they're going to do contracts. Like they've got, I think it was like 100 or 1,000, £100,000 payouts for like contracts. So 1,000, 1,000, no, yeah, 1,100K contracts or something like that. And then they've got like 10,000, 10 grand contracts.
Yeah.
Or something along
They've got
those
a lot
lines.
of money to throw out at people to pull them
Yeah.
in.
But the thing is, all the money, because Kick has big ties with Stake and other gambling websites, I'm pretty sure that it's those websites that are now funding Kick, which then can get the people on the platform. But the biggest thing is there's no T's and C's. So you could be as controversial as you wanted doing a podcast on Kick. You could be as controversial as you ever wanted to be.
That's why people like Sneeko are on there.
Yeah. It's like there's another platform called Rumble.
I've
Rumble
vaguely heard of Rumble, but I've never looked into it.
Rumble is the one, it's not so much, it's like a YouTube and a Twitch rolled into one. It has live stream opportunities, but the Tate brothers stream on Rumble because there's no T's and C's and they can say whatever they want on there. And if you go on there, there's a lot of left and right wing people stating their own
infighting
thoughts
on
and
it.
feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the biggest thing is Kick is slowly transitioning into that. They're offering loads of money to people, and the payments, I think the payments is you can take out the money that you receive whenever you want. You're not having to wait for a threshold to be met or anything like that. You can go to your payment section and withdraw the money. But in the grand scheme of things, it's also a platform that's just come out of nowhere. The big wigs and the higher ups that own the company are the ones that are endorsing the scam of Stake, or like they got kicked off of Kick because not Kick, Twitch, because they were encouraging gambling to kids. And then they created a new platform, and you look at it and there's two big categories. It's the gambling category and it's the hot tub category. Those are the two biggest categories on it.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's
nice taking
though,
all of the things.
It's nice for Twitch though, because it means shit like when you used to go onto your homepage, and this is a thing that I had the issue with when the hot tub streamers were big on Twitch, was there was no censorship there, so you could go onto your homepage and it'd just be Amaranth's fat tits recommended for you just because she's popular, even though you don't watch anything like that. And my thought process on that was, you only need to be 13 to go on this platform. And they're pushing sexualized content at you on the homepage, whether you follow it or not. Like, it wasn't right.
Have you now seen that there is a mature thing?
I have seen that they are putting a lot more, this is intended for mature audiences, do you want to proceed things? And I agree that that's a very good thing, but at the same time I do feel like if you get pulled through the raid and you go into there and you have to click that can affect people coming into new communities through raids and stuff.
I think it's kind of like it's not really a fireball, so to speak,
It's
because
like
it's just kind of like
kind of deal,
yeah. It's just kind of like, oh, by the way, just so you know, this is intended for 18+ audience, which like now I get actually on my streams now because I stream like 18+ games and I swear a lot, so I get like the 18 flag on my streams. But like it's not stopping anyone from watching it. You're not required to like confirm your age or anything.
There's no agreements that you're doing. It's just I accept that if it's something here that's for adult audiences and I get upset, it's my own fault. That's all you're accepting, which is a good thing because it saves us having to make T's and C's bleeding.
It doesn't stop younger children and stuff from accessing it, and I think it goes back to a discussion that we had ages ago, whether it be on a podcast or whatever. They need to do like an age verification thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you prove that you're 18+, and if you're going to these streams, that message doesn't come up. If you're going to an 18+ stream, it knows that you've verified that you're 18+.
Yeah.
and then it just takes you straight in like a normal raid
Yeah,
would.
but this is the thing that I actually was really surprised of is when I made my OnlyFans account as a joke.
Yeah.
The verification level on that is fucking so good.
Yeah.
Because you need a picture of you, a picture of some sort of provisional driving license or normal driving license or passport, some sort of photo ID. Then you need to manually put in the date of birth.
And I think it's a manual acceptance and review.
It is, I believe. I believe it runs through an AI first, and if it can't confirm it, it goes to a person. It doesn't just decline it. And stuff like that. So you can take, I think it was like 10 days or something it took for mine to come back because I was very baby-faced on my thing. But the fact that I had to go through that just to be able to make a proper account on OnlyFans was insane. And I look at it and think, more shit needs that.
Do you think that this is something that will discourage people from actually entering Twitch then? Because
I do.
Yeah, it's just because it's I mean like if the verification would get like really strict and they would be like asking you to upload a picture of yourself and a picture of like an identification document or something like that. I have friends that specifically didn't open like Google accounts because it asked them to do it.
Yeah, it would discourage people.
The biggest thing now, this is going into like governments and stuff. With the whole fact of GDPR and everything, it's literally the case that you go on, you do the verification, and all that stuff gets deleted. It gets removed. It's like for me working in a British educational establishment, I have a DBS, which is like a safety check.
Yeah.
Now, for every single company that I've gone to, they've gone and taken a physical copy of the
they'll just photocopy your ID or your DBS certificate.
They photocopy it, but the thing is, they're not legally allowed to keep it, so they only have it there during the probationary period.
And then
and I understand.
Then as soon as it's done, it goes. Now, if they did that with the verification, that you uploaded the picture and you uploaded your passport or provisional or something, if they could confirm that it removed it and it's not saved on a database, but the verification has been completed, and then your account gets flagged with a tick saying, yes, I am over 18, but the documentation is gone, that would be...
Yes, and that is much better, but people who don't know that will not do that.
Like
I know,
but the thing is, even if you
I know,
even if you know they're going to get rid of it, you're still taking their word for it.
Yeah, exactly. And like I know because I also work in like software and educational sector, so I know how GDPR in these kind of sense works, and I know that like once it has been processed, it's then securely deleted, and I understand that as a person who works in it, but like you're not gonna have people knowing that, and I feel like that's gonna discourage people from wanting to join Twitch then. You know?
Yeah.
But see, this is a broader argument that I could have with people. If it's the fact that people don't understand it or don't know it, then they shouldn't fucking use it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's like, and I'll use teachers in education. A lot of teachers in education now, they're older generation people that don't know how to use computers and stuff, yet they're trying to teach kids and students how to use these computers and use them safely. And I
but
just
they don't
think
actually understand themselves how it works, you know?
If you don't understand something, you shouldn't be in that job role. And I know that would cause mass uproar, and it's a really large issue. But at the end of the day,
if you're teaching cybersecurity, you need to have a really good grasp of cybersecurity. Yeah. And that's for any skill really, but it's like I agree with that. Like if you don't understand how it works, then get your hands away from it. Like that's all I think.
It's like you wouldn't trust Oscar Pistorius to show you how to shave your legs, would you? So why the fuck would I trust an old biddy to teach me how to use a computer?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, true.
I love Oscar Pistorius. Not what he did. I think he's the best joke of all time.
It's ridiculous, but. I mean, gone off topic.
We have. So I've got some community answers.
Yes, go on.
So the lovely Alpaca Alpha, the Alpaca Alpha on Twitter, or X as it's now called, said, in my opinion,
I will say, just on the whole X change, I actually love the new logo.
I don't.
I kind of do, but I've literally only just made my link tree look swish, and now I've got to fucking edit it again. But yeah,
No, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it as. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, at the Alpaca Alpha on Twitter says, in my opinion, if it's run right, then it should go far. They have the money backing them to do anything, so that's not an issue. They're making contracts with creators to bring traffic. The question is, will it survive? It depends on if people want to change and use a new platform, which, yeah. At Gaming Huffle, aka Huffle Hobbit, says, Kick's app doesn't have settings, laughing face.
Okay, go into Alpaca's thing very quickly.
Yeah.
So yes, it's got money, and yes, they can add a load of stuff. But when you look at Kick, it is just a carbon copy in different colours of Twitch. And it's one of those, we're Twitch, but we pay you better in certain circumstances, or we're Twitch, but we don't have all the rules and regulations. And I think that's going to hurt the platform more. It could go far.
The way
and
I
it could
see
be really
it, though,
wrong.
is stuff like the fact that they've not got a properly operational mobile app, and there's certain things like the creator dashboard and Kick is awful. I look at stuff like that and I think, right, you don't offer anything new. You're copying Twitch, and what you're offering is just Twitch, but less optimized. So
Less optimized and less rules.
Yeah, why should we come?
But like that, I almost feel like that their main thing is like, oh look, we're Twitch, but we are not shit. And it's like, that's not a good advertising strategy.
No,
that's not. That's not gonna get you.
Don't take something that's currently, in a sense, on fire.
Yeah.
And then advertise it as being the newest thing since sliced bread.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, yes, it's gonna have like an immediate effect of like, oh look, there is a better Twitch over there. But in the long run, I feel like this is just gonna hurt Kick as a platform.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they came out too quickly. They released too quickly, and they didn't have all the proper things set up.
It's like having two twins. One of them went through college and university, got a degree, and now has like a family with 3 kids, a big back garden, semi-detached house, is living a great life. And then the twin skipped college to become an alcoholic and is now in the back garden wearing a white hood and burning crosses. But because of that drunk, they're going, I'm better than you. Like, that's how I view the parallels between Twitch and Kick.
Do you know what I fucking love about these discussions is that like me and Sam are talking about these things that like I'm trying to keep like a professional level and everything, and then
Yorkie just comes in with like
with like so it's like when you take a polished turd and you put it on a plate.
You've got polished turd, you douse it in petrol, you set it on fire, and you say, "There's your Christmas dinner."
Yeah, I just fucking love the way that you speak about things.
My analogies are relatable, all right?
They are, yeah, they are.
And and dog food, BDSM.
Yeah. But yeah, at Nate Mez on Twitter says, from what I've seen, there's a lot of unchecked racism and homophobia, etc. On there, but the way they're paying big streamers for exclusivity shows they've got the money to do well. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything to draw me to watch, though, which I do get.
But the thing is, a lot of these things, the whole racism and homophobia and everything, it's shit, and it needs to be stopped now.
Yeah,
like there should not be that on in this world, not just on platforms, but in this world, there should be none of that. Let's be honest, it's 2023. Move the fuck on. If you're stuck in your old ways, go live in a fucking bunker somewhere with no internet connection and where you can't harm people with your words or your actions. But the fact is, with money. So that's 2 people now that have opened up and said they've got the money to make it big. Money doesn't make these platforms good.
Yeah.
The money that we make on Twitch is paid for by our entertainment and us as people, not the people that just get handed these contracts with money. Just because you get handed a contract doesn't mean that you're gonna make it big or you're gonna be a good person on them.
think the Tate
yeah.
brothers are a perfect example of how money doesn't make you perfect.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's a very sort of sad reality of like, oh, there's no TNC, so therefore we can do whatever the fuck we want in here. And it's just like, no, just because no one regulates it doesn't mean it gives you the right to be a dick. You
Yeah.
know, like that's not how it works. But
I'm all for people to having their opinions, but when their opinions like start going with homophobic, racist, or any other insulting body word things,
Yeah.
it's like if Kick's already started with that, with the likes that Sneeko and everyone on there are like it, and that their opinions are very controversial, but they do it in such a way where they're just so open and honest about it. Whereas I'm not giving him any props, but Hassan Abi on Twitch, he at least looks at it from a political point of view and backs up his sort of things with facts. Whereas you've got other people that are just out there to talk random bollocks and shit, and it's hurting people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm all up for a good debate as long as people bring facts to the table and can have an actual discussion that builds upon people's knowledge. And you don't have to agree at the end, but as long as you've both said your piece in an amicable way, and you can sort of relate to each other's points of why.
yeah, at least be civil about these
Yeah.
things, and yeah, absolutely have a discussion about whatever. But like, I also have that kind of a. Unfortunately, I had to put that in place on my streams. It's like, I'm up for any discussion in my streams. It's all fine. We're not going political just because I don't want people arguing on my channel.
Yeah.
But it's main thing on that is like, yeah, swear, have fun, say whatever the fuck you want, but like be reasonable about it. Like don't go around calling people names and shit like that just because you know, like that's not fun. That's not swearing fun. That's just being a dick.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But that's like the first rule in most people's is don't be a dick.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
The thing is, though, back in the day, people could have a sit-down conversation and everything and talk about these heavy topics and it not be an issue. But looking at the people that are streaming on Rumble and Kick and everything, they're screaming their point across with no facts.
Well,
it's whoever can scream the loudest these days.
But I think what hasn't helped with that, because I've always had the same opinion you have had, like you've just said, it's got to a point now where in society it's whoever can shout the loudest is correct. It doesn't matter what truth actually is. The phrase "my truth," there isn't a your truth. There's the truth and your opinion.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's not just because you think you're right, you're actually right.
Yeah, you
that's,
can have
that's
your
an
side
opinion.
of a story
Like,
from what you experienced. Someone else can have their side of the story from what they experienced. But there is only one truth, and you've got to bring them opinions together and find a middle ground. And that is probably what the truth is. But the issue is with the rise of social media, especially places like Twitter, is everyone thinks their opinion matters. I've had friends who I've had to sit there and say, your opinion doesn't matter. Shut the fuck up. Like, and I'll say this now. Me saying that now about people's opinions not mattering. My opinion that people's opinions don't matter doesn't fucking matter. Like, yes, I have a platform. Yes, I have people who tune in and listen. Same with you, Felix. Same with you, Sam. We all have our Twitch channels. We all have our communities. People come in, listen. We're the core of that. People want to hear what we have to say. Some people won't like it, some people will, some people will agree, some people will disagree. But at the end of the day, no matter who agrees or disagrees, no matter what comes out of our mouth, we don't fucking matter. And what we say doesn't fucking matter. The only thing that matters is if you've said something that upsets someone, that matters. But the question is then, in today's society, because we've got all these people who think their opinions matter, it's, am I being a dick, or are they choosing to be offended? Because my dad's thing was always was, if someone says something and it offends you, that is your problem, not theirs. So you deal with it. And I get that. To an extent, I do think like my dad is Irish Catholic. He's a very offensive person. I'm not saying everything that comes out of his mouth is fine. I do agree that stuff like blatantly saying something to upset someone, doing something out of malice, you're a prick. But if you say something just like for example, Ricky Gervais always gets in trouble. Oh no, most offensive thing. Perfect example. There's an Australian comedian called Isaac Butterfield who did a joke. It was about Indigenous Australian people. But he started the joke with, "These are jokes you cannot say because they will get you cancelled because they are very offensive." And he told 5 progressively more offensive jokes about Aboriginal Australian people. Now,
Oh God.
the Aboriginal Australians in the audience found it funny as fuck. 99% of the people in the audience found it funny as fuck because it's all about context. It is a comedy show. They are jokes. They are not there to hurt anyone. They are jokes. He picks on everyone. White, black, Muslim, Asian. No, he doesn't care what your skin colour is, what your background is. If he can laugh at you and pick on you for something, he'll do it because it's funny. Vegans, cyclists, stop oil protesters. However,
Anything that you can, anything that you can, anything that he could nitpick at, he makes a joke about because that is what he does.
Comedians do.
You don't
That's
go
what-
to
yeah,
a comedy
that's his
show.
thing, yeah.
The thing is, though, you don't go to a comedy show and think, I'm going to go there and I'm just going to be offended by everything.
Yeah.
You go to a comedy show to have a laugh, to let your hair down and have a fun night.
Yeah.
You don't go there knowing that, if he brings up this, I'm going to be really pissed off.
Like, you know that you go in there and it's a joke. It's not out of malice. He's not doing it to specifically get at somebody. The jokes, everyone laughs at him. Everyone goes, fuck me, that's offensive. Ha ha. Go home. Forget about it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is the thing with, like, yes, if you know that you go, sure, yeah, there might be some offensive things said and all that stuff, blah blah blah. But if you're going to a show, a comedy show, that you know that the comedian is using offensive and like dark humor,
Just don't go if you don't like it.
just don't go. Yeah, like you don't have to watch it.
It's
You
like-
don't, you know.
it's like, I personally love Frankie Boyle. Chloe hates him, so Chloe wouldn't go to a comedy show, but she wouldn't try and cancel him. But this Isaac Butterfield dude went to the thing, did these Aboriginal jokes. Aboriginal people found it funny. 99% of the crowd found it funny. One white woman complained. He's had to go to a human rights committee and stand in front of a court.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And that's the sort of platform we're at where it's like, I do agree that some terms and conditions can make you feel limited, and that's why the kick does have this appeal. But at the same time, it's like my best analogy for shit like this is, I heard someone, sorry, I hit my mic. The best analogy I heard someone say it the other day is, choosing between Kick and Twitch is like being stranded at sea and find yourself equal distance between 2 islands. One island is very policed. There's a curfew. You have to pay your taxes, but it's safe. It sucks, and you'll probably be miserable because you have to follow all these
it's
rules.
safe.
But it's safe.
Yeah.
The other one is an island full of old cannibal tribesmen.
Yeah.
Which one would you go to?
Safe, pay taxes, if I'm being
safe.
honest.
I'd go
Yeah,
to
that's
the
the
one with
thing,
a
yeah.
shit ton of boring rules, but I'll live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
The thing
isn't it?
is, you may be upset, unhappy about the rules and regulations and stuff.
Well, at least you're
but
safe.
the thing is, you're safe,
Yeah.
and you'll have everything given to you that you need to survive. Whereas the Cannibal Island, you're what they want to eat. You're what.
Yeah, and in this analogy,
It's a good analogy, to be fair.
The kick is Cannibal Island, which I think when I do my first stream on there to test it out, I'm going to call it Welcome to Cannibal Island, just because fuck it, why not?
I love that. And you should
Can-
play.
can-
You should
can
play
you
it
play
in
the
like
forest?
forest and stuff. Yeah, you
Well,
can play forest.
I'll play Sons of the Forest on PS5. Sorted.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, so it's a weird one. That's all the entries I had. I think did I get one in Discord? I might have got one in Discord.
You did from, I think,
Was it Finn?
Finality.
Yeah, was it Finn?
Yeah. I tried watching Kick, and the mobile app is a fucking dumpster fire. I couldn't have my phone landscape or chat disappeared, and the video only took up about a third of the screen. I guess the desktop experience is better, but even then, I've been told it's lackluster compared to Twitch. So unless they actually do something worth a damn other than, look, we're a competitor to Twitch, I'ma say nah. And no fucking buying streamers doesn't count. Once these guys' streams have ended, their viewers are going to go fuck off. Another thing is also something gambling and kids. I'm sure they won't see any legal issues in the future from that.
I fucking love Finn's way with words, man.
something,
mean-
He just
something
says it
gambling
as
and
it
kids.
is. He just don't give a fuck.
It's basic. His thing is though, it's everything that we've covered by other
Yeah.
people's. The experience of it, like the mobile app. Mobile apps are the biggest thing
Yeah.
for Twitch because people watch it on their tablets and their phones on the move.
Last thing, I've got a laptop,
if
a
it's shit-
desktop, consoles that can play Twitch, and a mobile. Damn straight, I've watched 90% of my streams on mobile.
Yeah,
and
same.
the app's shit.
Yeah.
Then there's the whole fact of paying money for streamers
Doesn't count.
and the fact that you can't win by just chucking a load of money at it. It's been
Yeah.
tried, it's tested, it doesn't work. The way you do it is building up a community, and if the community are only there for money or financial value, it's not going to fucking work. Because what happens when the money runs out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Or it has a mixer situation where the platform just fucking dies. Everyone's going to flock back to Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah.
You've got the fact of the whole legal issues with the whole gambling and kids and all that sort of stuff. That's going to come back and bite them in the ass. Because you're leaving it to be an open place, it's unsafe for kids.
Well, the thing
or
is,
people.
we've seen the whole thing about loot box. They've changed the laws in the European Union because we talked about this a couple of podcast episodes ago with Overwatch. That was the main thing. Is they changed loads of laws to make loot boxes illegal. So now advertising gambling to kids, you cannot do it in the EU at all. It's not allowed. So realistically, kick shouldn't technically be a thing in the EU going forward.
I think
That's why casinos and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't actually look into a casino because the kids will see it as giant vending machines and like arcade machines, and then they'll get the whole love for them and want to go in them.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you go to a casino resort, you can't actually see into it. You have to walk into the main desk, and then it's round the corner. And if you're a child, you're not allowed in. There's security at the door. Same with like gas stations and stuff. There's little casino rooms there.
They've always got that
It's
bar
governed-
across there that says 18 plus.
Yeah. 18 plus.
Yeah,
and in
yeah,
some
exactly.
cases, they've got fucking security on the door
Yeah.
that will stop you from going in. So if we're doing that already, just say in the UK, but then you've got Kick out there that's like massive gambling with no regulations.
Someone's going to bite him in the ass.
Once I think the whole Microsoft
Novelties.
thing's over and done with,
Yeah.
it's going to move on to Kick.
Yeah.
People are going to start
Everyone's
talking
eyes
about
are going to
Kick
shift.
because,
Yeah.
and then
for sure.
Kick's going to be in the firing line because Twitch won't, because Twitch has put stuff in place.
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
Twitch is trying really hard.
because of all these deals that these people have signed with Kick, though, it's like, well, we're going to give you this money because we want you to stream here, but you don't only have to stream here. The minute that hits the fan, all these big streamers are just going to withdraw the money, jump shit back over to what they know. They're safe. They've
That's
filled
true.
their pockets. They're laughing all the way to the fucking bank.
I think the biggest thing is, like, if you look at Kick, I reckon that the biggest contender for Twitch is YouTube.
Yeah.
But the only thing that YouTube have to do is they need to catch up with the features built into Twitch.
Yeah.
Like all the extensions, the bits and the subscriptions and stuff to the same standard, and then the like better TTV and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Once they've got those three things sorted, I honestly think YouTube is going to be far greater because your VODs go up onto YouTube directly.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah, that's true.
and you like Twitch remove your VODs and stuff after X amount of days, whereas YouTube, you could have your VOD go up every single time you stream, and
keep
it's
it
there until
That's
the end
what
of
I've
fucking
started doing
time.
is I've started end of every stream export to YouTube. That's what I did this week while I was away. Is I got my YouTube under order, so I'm gonna start putting all my VODs on there because
That's
yeah.
literally what I've been doing the last 6
I
weeks.
have-
Is I've been doing
Yeah.
Photoshop stuff. I've been doing setup stuff so that when I come back, I'm gonna give YouTube a go. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
pardon me.
things
have-
with YouTube.
I have been re-uploading all of my VODs on YouTube anyway. Like the only thing that I changed there is just like I've got like a YouTube thumbnail that I upload on each of the videos.
Yeah.
But I'm basically just exporting all of my VODs immediately to YouTube anyway.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing now. I'm exporting them all straight over, using the studio to cut the like opening countdown and the ending credits out of my stream, so it's just the content, and then just
Yeah.
thumbnail on, uniform descriptions, post.
That's basically, that's what I
Yeah,
do.
That's the thing. It's like YouTube, if they got the three things that Twitch do really well with the extensions, the pay, like
Yeah.
the bits and subscriptions, and the extra things that you can do with Twitch, the algorithm, that's the biggest thing. If they can get a good searching algorithm for live streams on there, like they've got on Twitch, I know Twitch's algorithm's a bit shit for being discovered, but when you go to look for the categories and stuff, it's so easy to find
Yeah.
the game, and then you go for like low to high or relevance or whatever.
You can
they-
change it around. It's
Exactly. If YouTube incorporated those things, YouTube would win, hands down.
yeah.
And the fact that it's run by Google, which have been on the scene far longer than
Yeah, you
Twitch
don't really. Like, I do think the ads are ridiculous, but I pay premium, so I'm not bothered about them. But you hear a lot
Exactly.
less shit from Google than you do from Twitch or Zuckerberg.
See, the problem with it is like touching on the ads that you said. It's like, is it getting more ridiculous than Twitch though? Like
No.
recently, the amounts of ads that play over my videos is fucking stupid.
But-
I specifically have a scheduled like break so that I can play ads, and it's already not enough to play them
Yeah.
during the video. And it
but
used
the thing is, when you look at YouTube and everything, each individual stream, you don't, when you're paying for Twitch, you pay £4 in the UK for a subscription, which then removes the ads that you see. That's
Yeah.
£4 per streamer. Say you've watched 10 streamers
40
and you
quid.
subscribe to each of them, 40 quid.
Yeah.
Now, YouTube Premium, if they added it in, that's one blanket subscription that will removes ads from all YouTube videos. And if they did it where the live streaming platform didn't have ads either, and you paid your $10.99 or whatever it is, or YouTube Premium to remove all ads from the platform, I would much rather pay that.
But this
Then
is
paying-
but this is the issue. Is Twitch does have something similar? I think it's called. Is it called Twitch Nitro or something? I'm not
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's true.
But the issue is, if you pay that, yes, your ads get removed, but the streamers that you watch only get the ad revenue that they are losing out on from you, which means all these streamers that you actually want to support by paying your subs, they're losing £5 off their income, which I know why Twitch have done it, because you look at it and you think, well, they can pay £5 per streamer, or they can pay £7 to us, and then we get all the money and we don't have to give the streamer any cut of it,
That's exactly what
But-
it is. Yeah.
which is such
But
a
then you
shitty
look-
thing to do.
But then you look at like the payout scheme and everything. YouTube do it completely differently when it comes to like monetized and payouts. Yes, ad revenue is a part of it, but it's also the fact
Views.
of views,
Whereas Twitch doesn't give a fuck how many views you've got.
like ratings and stuff like that. Twitch only goes off the amount of people that are concurrently watching you there and then.
Yeah.
But when you
Yeah.
finish streaming, you're done. That is you
That's
done
it.
on Twitch, because you post all your other socials on Twitter, Instagram, all the
Yeah.
other things, Instagram, Facebook, and all that.
TikTok's a good one.
Whereas, but on YouTube, you can upload individual videos and they're there. You could be making money off those from people tuning in and watching. You can upload shorts and make money from those, from the views and potentially the ads. And then you've got the Twitch streams. Yes, you're paying YouTube Premium to not have the ads, but it's also simpler because you can donate exact amount of money
Yeah.
and not have to pay $1.59 or whatever it is for 100 bits. You could just go, there's a $5 directly to you
Yeah.
through the website, instead of
Yeah.
having to go through to another website like Stream Elements or Streamlabs to do the
Yeah.
donations straight into you, which then you've got to wait with them with PayPal. No, it just goes into your YouTube thing and you get it paid out into whatever fucking bank you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that much more, because I do have a donation set up on my stream on Twitch, and it's like I don't want to push it too much, to the viewers, because it's like
I don't want to seem like too needy or anything, but I looked into it and it's a bit shit. It is a bit shit because it needs to go through several layers and it doesn't count towards your payout, and it's just kind of like this is just weird.
And what you also have to take into consideration is those donations and stuff. I don't know what the tax laws are for it up to a certain amount, whether or not you have to then pay tax afterwards. But with YouTube, it all goes into your payout through YouTube, which then the taxes get paid through there.
Through that, yeah. So it's
and
all
you don't have to worry about it. It's like when I first started on Twitch, I don't know about you guys, but I was really worried about having to then get a finance advisor or something to do my end of year taxes for any income that I've made through Twitch. Because technically it's a second job.
Yeah, it is true. There was a few there's this one streamer that I actually had a nice discussion with about on Twitch on one of his streams. Pathetic Wolf is his name, by the way, if you're interested. He does a lot of that kind of, he's great. Anyway, he had a conversation about like his payout because he does streaming full time and it is his main income. And he was saying that like, yeah, it is a bit of a faff because he has to basically do his own taxes on it. And a lot of the times it's very complicated because there's like a tax threshold for it, especially because he's a streamer in the UK and you have to have like you have the UK laws applying to it. And then if you're in a different country, it really depends on like where you are, what your tax payout threshold is, and it just becomes a bit of a just faff to work around with.
Yeah. It's I was watching a TikTok the other day, and it was of just a Minx, a big Twitch streamer, one of the original OGs really from the platform, and they moved over to the US. Now, from a payout point of view, they said that they get about 8,000 to 10,000 a month, like payout before tax. Now,
is this on Twitch?
This is on Twitch. They're very high. Yeah. They're like thousands of people watching.
Yeah.
But they get 10,000 before, or between 8 and 10,000 before tax. They also have to pay 60% of that in taxes because they're Irish.
Ah, right.
So because they're Irish, they have to pay Irish tax, which is small. Then they have to pay UK tax because America doesn't have a treaty with Ireland. So they also then have to pay American tax. And it's all this big thing. Whereas with YouTube, I'm pretty sure the tax comes out as a standard rate for your country.
Yeah.
If you're Irish or you're British, you only pay that one bit of tax.
Damn, yeah, that is better, isn't it?
I don't want to ever earn enough to have to pay tax because it confuses
honestly,
the fuck out of me.
It is horrible. It is confusing. Not to mention, don't you also have to pay like 50% to Twitch anyway? So like,
well, they take that out before the payment.
No, I know that, but it's like, so like to make 50 quid on Twitch, you need to actually earn 100, and it's just a bit like.
So realistically,
that's
she would have
25% of your earnings.
She would have earned actually
more
near 15 to 20 grand.
Yeah, and she gets like 8 to 10
percentage. Then it went to tax, and then she got 60% of what was ever left over after Twitch had taken their half or whatever, 70-30, I don't know. Then so
she earns 20 grand and sees 4 grand of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's horrible.
She can live with that. She said that she can live with that, but
it's not
compared to her living in the UK or Ireland, she was only paying, I think, 40%. Was that 20%? Yes, that's only 20% or something, but that's still a lot of fucking money. That would go from like 4 grand.
Yeah, 20% off a large sum is a lot of money. Like, you know.
I mean, in the realistic terms, you've got Kick with their new contracts that they're doing. Oh, here's a £10,000 contract, or a £100,000 contract, or a £1 million contract. But they just hand it all over, don't they? So what? It's not all regulated through where you're paying taxes through it.
So you would have to take it upon yourself to declare that income.
Yeah, you would have to take it as you're self-employed to then go through the self-employed tax admissions forms and stuff. which means you'll either have to learn it yourself or you'll have to get a financial advisor.
But the other thing there is as well, if they get, say, 100 grand to go over to Kick, that's going to bump them up a few tax brackets, and then that's going to fuck them then when they go back to the normal income, because they're going to be paying income for someone who earns 5-6 figure salary for someone who probably owns a 4-figure salary.
Yeah.
That's going to fuck people over more than it's going to help them in the long run.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I know
it's gonna be a
new
fucking
financial year they'll go into a new tax code and it'll get fixed, but by that point, depending on the streamer, the damage might already be done.
Yeah,
Sorry
not
for the
to
voice
mention that
break,
you
I
have
don't know
to.
where that came
But
from.
the thing is, the biggest thing is though, you also have to take into consideration that you've got Twitch paying you, or you paying you, and your tax brackets being shifted to the next one, and you're paying more.
Yeah.
Did I cut out then?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
so
okay, so you get paid from the platforms YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and you're paying tax on those. If you're a full-time content creator, that's a lot of money that's being taken out for tax or VAT or whatever. What about all your other platforms that you're being paid from, like your TikTok? If you're verified on TikTok and you're monetized by TikTok, how much are you going to have to pay tax then? There's so many individual things that you have to think about when it comes to this, which I think is why YouTube, if they sort their shit out and add the stuff that Twitch has that make it better for live streamers, YouTube would be it, because it all comes under one banner.
Yeah,
you could
you've got your shorts,
advertise your
over
YouTube
TikTok,
shorts.
You've got your streaming over Twitch, and then you've got your VODs,
Yeah, literally, you've got your videos that you upload, like that you've made, edited, everything like that. You've got your live streaming platform
Well, they've
on
added
YouTube.
that media section in now as well, so you don't even need Facebook or fucking Instagram anymore, because you can put photos and text on there.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got
So
literally everything,
YouTube, I'm very tempted to give YouTube more of a
proper
go.
go.
Like,
I am as
edit,
well.
do like a single player playthrough of a game, upload it and see how it does, promote it properly on my platform.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing is I've put my full Jedi Survivor playthrough on there. I'm going to keep doing that, like, obviously, as I do more Horizon, as I do more Resi and stuff. I'm just going to keep posting them there and do full playthroughs. See if it picks up traction.
The problem with YouTube is that YouTube videos you can upload as much as you want, but I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, once you become an affiliate on Twitch, you're not allowed to stream on YouTube anymore.
They've removed
You
they've
can
removed
do
the
got rid of that
exclusivity
now.
You
clause.
just can't do it at the same time.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you could do like Monday as a Twitch stream, Wednesday as a YouTube stream, Friday as a Twitch stream, and then Saturday as a
got it.
YouTube stream.
So is it still allowed to stream on TikTok while you're streaming on Twitch? Because I've seen people do that still.
Yes, so basically they've got, I believe they're called short and long form factor media. And
Right.
because TikTok is primarily a shorts thing, and I don't think you can go back and watch VODs after, it's classed as short form media. So because, like, say if you were to do it on like YouTube, Facebook, anything like that, where it saves the VOD and you can go back after long form media, that breaks the rules. But because it's short form media and once it's done on there, you
It
can't
doesn't
find it
matter.
again.
I see. Okay,
You can
okay.
just set it up and double stream off both, Because I was looking into that when I was looking at Kick and stuff, because obviously I used to long form multi-stream across here and Facebook. And then I was told, no, you can't actually be doing that. That's against the rules. And I was like, fuck, right. Yeah, sorry, I'll stop doing the Facebook one then. So my Facebook's dead in the water, because I might fuck go in there just to do a solo Facebook stream. No one would come watch. Because the issue with Facebook is 90% of people on Facebook, it's their own names and their own identities on there. And a lot of people don't want that out in the open. That's why stuff like this is so much better.
Service.
It's not an optimized service, it's shit. But that's why this is so much better, is because you don't have to be you. You can just, like, Charlie, Miss Delphine, I don't think she has, I can't remember if she has her actual picture on her profile, I don't know. But, like me, well, mine's a perfect example. Mine's just my account name as my logo and then my account name. If I didn't put anything about me on and I didn't stream, no one would know fuck all about me, you know what I mean? But Facebook gaming, if I was sat chatting in the chat there, you can go onto my profile, you can see, oh, it's Sean, he lives here.
It's
got a
literally your
child.
Facebook account
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
is,
literally your Facebook account. Even if it was on a separate Facebook account, anyone that comes and views it, that could be their
Yeah.
personal Facebook account. And the
Yeah.
way that the chat works is like a comment section on a post.
Yeah.
It's not like an actual chat separate to you're
Yeah.
talking, and then people can find you very fucking easily. It's
not as nice. No, it's an awful idea. But we've gone off on a very big rabbit hole about kicking,
yes,
haven't we?
I was gonna say we've been going on for a while on this one.
We have. It's been a good discussion, though. I've enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
the thing is, I think just from our podcast point of view, we need these big topics.
We do.
Yeah, for
something
sure.
something to discuss, whether it be next week or whenever we do the podcast next, going into more detail about YouTube, actually doing some research behind it and going Q&A opinions on YouTube as a platform for live streaming and stuff like that. I think finishing off as a Q&A section, whether it be stuff that was posted previously or something that's come in via the chat during the podcast live.
Yeah.
It's fun. I loved that topic about debating not just Kick but all three platforms and comparing them all.
But
It was really fun.
So if anyone is thinking about jumping over to Kick, YouTube, anything like that, I want you to know in my Discord, and I imagine probably in your guys as well, you don't just have to post your Twitch and your going live section. No. If you want to post going live on YouTube, Facebook, anything like that, if you post them, if people want to come, they can come.
Absolutely.
The announcements of your going live and your schedules and stuff, they are those places in all of our Discords are so that you can promote yourself. You're not promoting a specific platform. You're promoting yourself as a person, as a content creator, whatever platform you want to.
Yeah, it's not even like limited to YouTube's like videos and streams. I have like artists promoting their latest like art in there as well. So whatever you want in the that's what the self-promo channel is there for.
It's a community place at the end of the day. It's not a Twitch exclusive. It's a community place where you can put anything that you want within reason and within the rules of each individual Discord, because there are those rules and regulations that we've put in place.
Yeah.
But if you want to post anything, fucking go for it. If it's about a game or whatever.
And we're all trying to build our own communities, aren't we? And if we can help each other make some sort of progress along the way, regardless of the platform it's on, we're going to want to do it because we'd like to think everyone would help us too. So but that's it, guys. That's our lot for today. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably the most topics we've ever done on a podcast as well.
We've gone for about 3 hours, by the way.
And the longest, it's been about 2 hours 40 minutes, I believe.
It's been
something like that.
It's been a big. It's amazing what happens when we have 3 people on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing you got to bear in mind. It's like the shortest podcast we've ever done was when it was just me going through the Games Fest thing, and the longest one we've done now is when there's 3 of us. So it's obviously the amount of people. Let's never get a 4th guest because I don't think I have 6 hours.
We're gonna be here for days.
The thing is, though, a 4th guest would be good if it was a big thing, like say Games Fest or GameCom or a big. Literally,
like
you were just covering like the announcement of all the games for the next year or 2 and stuff like that. That would be great with 4 people, and that was the only talking point. But for all 3 of us, I thoroughly enjoyed chatting with you boys today. It's been really
good time. But so on that note, I have been Yorkshire Bother. He's been Dark MCR. We've been joined today by the lovely Felix the Unicorn. Felix, would you like to tell the lovely listeners what you've got planned this week, like where they can find you, what your socials are?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Felix the Unicorn with that tag on Twitch as well. I am streaming normally Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And at the moment, we're going through some horror games on Mondays. At the moment, Darkwood. On Wednesday is my Souls-like slot. So we're finishing Lies of P and coming to the original Dark Souls. And on Thursday is my chill end of the week Tomb Raider slot. So come hang out. It's always 6:30 p.m. GMT or BST, depending on the time of the year. I would love to see more people come around.
You were so much more prepared for that than anyone else I've ever asked.
Thank you.
It was like, I didn't know I was going to get asked this. But on that note, thank you everyone for listening. I'll get this up on Google, Apple, and Spotify because we are now at over 100 listeners. That is right, we're at 108 listeners. So thank you guys for getting us to that milestone. But until next time, everyone, stay sassy, stay slutty, stay sexy, have something good to eat, have a laugh, have a cry, have a wank, and we shall see you all in the next one. Toodaloo, au revoir, and a goodbye, you beautiful, beautiful people.